Man, what's up? What's happening? What it is,
Shut up, bro? No.
It's a beautiful day today.
Dude, start it off right. Ain't nobody trying to hear him.
Yes,
First off, both of y'all ugly, but Limbo especially ugly.
Damn.
But welcome back to Can I Kick It, the coolest podcast in all combat sports. I am your host, Fire Lord Deuce, and I'm here with my boys, my fam.
Oh, Prince D. Luffy, also known as El Toro Negro.
And the 3/3 of the host, your boy Limbo, a.k.a. Fire Lord Prince Limbo.
You see what I'm saying? But
This is my son for real. He's so a junior.
Toro
Such a
Limbo.
You
junior.
gotta get that intro up too. We need that timing, boy. I need y'all to be.
All right, run it back. Hey, what's up? What's happening? What it is?
We're
I'm
gonna
Deuce.
start over.
No, bro. Let's
I
get
kind
it.
of fucked up the intro anyway.
All right, let's
we
start.
put all
God.
this in. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Damn it.
Man, introduce
You
the
don't
guest
gotta
we
work the
have.
ladder now.
The lighter don't even work, bro. What the fuck is this, bro? Yo,
But
we gonna have to talk to
welcome
the
back to Can I Kick It, the coolest podcast about combat sports. I'm your host, Fire Lord Deuce.
It's your
And
boy.
this is ugly to my
Whoa.
He was talking about you, but
You're not ugly,
and this
bro.
is uglier to my far.
I'm not uglier than Prince.
What's up, man? It's your boy Prince D. Luffy.
And today, yo, we got a very special guest, yo. This was a guaranteed guest when we started this podcast. We already knew. We was
Bro,
gonna
can you
actually be
stop?
on here.
Bro, what are you
Please.
doing? They gonna hear it just...
Thank you.
Aw.
Pretty please.
Do you need a
that was
lighter?
perfect.
Yeah, I needed a lighter.
Can
You
y'all-
should probably get one that's not broken.
Fire Lord.
Hey, come over
Can
here
I
with
introduce
that.
our guest?
Come
Oh,
over
I'm
here
sorry.
with the Fire Lord,
Can I
bro.
please introduce our guest?
All right, yeah.
guys?
Go ahead, bro.
It's
Are
very,
y'all
very
done?
special.
Okay, I'm running back.
Nah, keep
Before
going
I
where you was at.
Interrupted.
We didn't even interrupt you,
A
bro.
very special guest.
Very special.
Someone that we knew we was gonna have on the pod. You know what I'm saying? Before we start inviting anybody else to this shit, we knew we was gonna have
Well, before we even hit the
the big brother, the homie, the mentor, the teammate. You know what I'm saying?
Battle buddy.
The guru, teacher,
the high priest.
the high
Ooh,
priest,
yes, sir.
the slaughter machine himself,
Ooh.
Slaughter Gang.
slaughter gang,
What's his name?
Bobo.
Bobo.
Oh.
Bro, welcome.
So
bro.
Thank you,
So,
guys. I
so we
appreciate
know you
you.
by Bobo. I won't call you Bobo, but for the people that don't know, Robert Moses, say it for the people.
Moseshek.
Moses.
You
Thank
have
you.
I didn't want to
another
butcher
name?
that.
No,
I
you
didn't want to
good.
butcher that.
That's my legal name though. Robert. But I've been going by Robert since 6th grade. Like I've been going by Bob since 6th grade. I stopped going by Robert. Like the only people that call me Robert is my family, and it's weird. It's still weird.
Damn.
Robert,
It's like-
don't call me that,
Yes.
Mom.
It's
Yes.
like, who is Robert?
Yes.
Like, nah, I feel the way when some people call me by my government name too. It's like,
What?
chill.
Yeah.
It's like we beefing or something. Like, what's
You know my government name?
Hell yeah.
Jonathan.
And mine is Ishmael.
Oh, see, look, you opened that door for yourself. You did that.
Hey.
You did that.
Yeah.
But-
He really still trash though.
But yeah, so Bobo, you know, for the people that don't know, Bobo is our teammate, our coach.
My coach.
You know what I'm saying?
Battle buddy.
And friend, mentor, all that. I
Mhm.
just named, in the, you know, he's someone very important to us, bro. He's someone very important to our gym. He's someone that was very important to my development in my game. And I think we even like released a clip where we was like gushing over you or something like that. We was gushing over Bobo.
You was.
Yeah, I was. for
I
sure.
remember you guys talking about me in one of the
Yeah.
clips.
How did
yeah.
that make you feel, bro?
Bro, I'm like not hold on.
It's weird you guys are rizzing over me.
It's weird, but like I get it. Like for me, I'm just me. So
Right.
it's
Yeah.
weird for
Right.
me, but like I don't know. I'm becoming more accepted to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, because it's kind of hard to look at it from another view than your own.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
for me, it's who am I?
right.
Who am I? I'm just Bob.
Yeah,
Like
I'm just,
I don't feel like I'm nobody special, but
You are.
but
Yeah, you are,
see,
though.
like
Yeah,
that's
very, bro.
that's the
very.
emotions right there, bro. Y'all gonna make me cry before
Hey, I
I leave.
almost teared
Hell,
up when I
like,
said
I'm just
that, too.
saying, like,
We made eye-to-eye contact just then, and we
Yeah.
both was just like, "You cry
dude,
first."
I ain't doing it. I ain't gonna do it.
You gonna make me
Cause
cry?
boy,
But yeah.
man, me and Bobo been been locked in for shit a while.
Since pretty much since I got here.
Yeah, bro.
So how long for the people? How long have you been in the gym?
At Ambush. So take away that year that pretty much I was gone, and we're going on 3.
3.
Which is weird because it feels so much longer.
Yeah,
it feels so much longer.
Yeah,
like I don't.
Only 3?
Yeah, bro. I haven't been here for that long.
Yeah.
Like legit, because when I got here, it was right after COVID.
Yeah.
It was right after COVID, and we went to
to
Oklahoma, did the tournament, did another tournament. You and I went for the fights, and like that was. It feels like so much longer ago.
Bro, that shit feels like forever ago.
It does.
Feel like a kid.
That's what I said, bro. I was only barely like hitting a year at the gym by the time you came. And that's why I say, bro, like, you was, like, legit instrumental in my development. Like, you know, people who say, like, I get better, it's because of, like, you know, shit that you teach, shit that you point out in my game. Like, bro, like, you was the one who's, like, really, like, took the time to, like, hold pads for me, bro. And, like, you know what I mean? I know that sounds, like, simple or trivial, but, like, you know what I mean? In a gym full of, like, killers and shit where it's, like, easy to kind of get, like, looked over a little bit, you know what I mean? That shit means a lot, you know what I mean?
But I realized too, as long as I've been doing this, like a lot of people don't like holding pads.
Yeah.
I enjoy holding pads. I enjoy holding pads, especially like when I'm syncing up with you guys and you guys are hitting. I ain't even got to call nothing. You guys start throwing stuff. I'm just catching it. Like, it feels so good. It feels so good.
So what do you think it is about it? Like, cause I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I'm one of them people, bro. I don't like holding pads. I admit it, bro.
I mean, that's fine. You
it.
honest.
Yeah, I do it. Like, so only time I think I really do enjoy holding pads is when it's like someone that I'm used to holding pads for, like Prince, or like, you know what I mean. I can sync up with Lily or like Limbo or something like that. You know what I mean?
You can't sync with Limbo, bro.
They said Lily.
But anyway, so yeah, what do you think it is about it? That is it like a challenge for you or like?
Nah, all right. So I've told this before, but I haven't like talked about it a whole lot. When I got started holding pads, somebody made me hold pads. I didn't want to do it. Like legit, I didn't want to do it. So you guys actually met him. He came to the gym for a couple months. Levi West.
Oh, Levi, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Levi.
Yeah.
So
When I had head surgery or something.
No, you didn't. You weren't here yet. You weren't here yet. You're not important. I'm just
I was playing over there.
No.
So this was the first gym that I was at, right? This was Team Took, and I was just hitting the bag one day, and I used to go in like an hour early. I was always the last person to leave. I was trying to be the last person to leave, and Levi came in one day and he goes, "Hey, will you hold pads for me?" And I was like, "I don't know how to hold pads," and he was like, "It's cool, it's simple," and I was like, I mean, I guess. And he literally just put Thai pads on my hands, and he was like, "I'll call the combos." And I was like, "I don't know what's going on right now, bro." Like, I was scared for my life, bro. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. Like, I almost got kicked. I didn't know how to hold, so I immediately punched myself in the face when he kicked the pads. You know, and the same thing everybody goes through holding for the first time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. After him forcing me to do it, I don't remember a whole lot after that. I just remember I really started enjoying holding pads, and like I think a lot of people subconsciously are scared of it because they know if you don't hold right, like a lot of people feel I'm holding you back because I don't know how to do it, but that's not always the case, and that's what I think people need to understand is if you can get the only way you'll get better at pad holding is to hold.
Yeah.
The way you'll become a better fighter is to hold. Because if you can start to read what the body's doing as you're holding, you can start to read what's going on when you're sparring.
Somebody kicked Bobo out. He's too ahead of his time right now.
You're giving away too much game right now. You're dropping all the gym.
But I enjoy, I don't know why I enjoy so much holding pads. Like, I've, what was it, the second year when everybody had fights coming up and me and Bobby was holding for everybody and I couldn't even lift my arms when we were done, but I had so much fun because it was you, it was Peter, it was Paul, it was everybody. Everybody. We was there for a good hour. I was tired. Oh my God. And all I did was hold. I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah. I mean, bro, people think that we like work now, bro. I remember like right before you left, bro, it was a time where we had hit We hit a mode, bro. Like you said, everybody was fighting
Man,
and
we need
shit
to bring
too,
that back,
bro.
bro. We need that energy.
The Monday, Wednesday at 11 o'clock. We do the 2-mile run, come back.
Yeah,
We need
back
to
work.
start that shit
we
back
hit
up,
a mode,
bro. We need to start that back up, bro.
Like Pete was like, he was like living here too.
Yep.
Wasn't he? He was like
He was
right, he
right up
lived
the
right
street.
across the street from the gym, bro. So you had Pete here, Paul was showing up, Bobby was there, me, Prince, like, you know what I'm saying? So, and then we was like I said, it was like all in sync, and we didn't bullshit. It was no fat in our workouts. Like Bobby had us from like warm ups, like fucking. I was thinking about this today. I was actually thinking about bringing this shit back today. The fucking 300 skip knees, 200 kicks, and 100 teeps,
bro,
just for the warm up. That's your invite into practice, bro.
Yep.
God, I was just thinking about it. I was like, I was
3, 2, 1s.
I was thinking about coming to beginners class, doing that shit for beginners class, and then starting the foundation. But anyway, that's another conversation. But
That's actually a very good point there, my guy.
yeah, bro. When Bobo, that's the times I miss. I mean, we still crank it up, we still go hard, but right before Bobo moved back to Houston, bro, we was like kind of like firing on all cylinders type deal, bro.
I got a question.
What's up?
Well, I ain't got no lighter, so I can't smoke in that bitch.
Hell no.
Can I eat in that motherfucker?
Go ahead, go crazy.
Go crazy. All right,
No, I'm not sharing.
Share a little piece, bro. Just one
What the
piece.
fuck?
But that's not what I was gonna ask, bro. So my question is, when did you first like start Muay Thai or any combat? Like, could have been grappling or whatever.
So I did like a self-defense karate like when I was in elementary school, right? But it wasn't for very long because
Karate.
yeah.
What age, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, bro, I don't even remember. I don't. I had to have been like 8 years old maybe.
Jeez.
And so, I don't remember if I might still have my little gi kimono and the belts, but I didn't get very far. So that was like the first experience I ever had, which it was fun, but like I didn't know what I was doing or whatever.
Right.
And then I didn't start Muay Thai. I'm good, bro. I appreciate you. This coming January will be 14 years. It'll be 14 years.
14 fucking.
A decade and 4 years. Holy shit.
Yeah, bro, 14 years. It's crazy. It don't feel that long at all.
Why did you start though?
So long story short, I was in a very, very dark place. So I had my daughter Zoe, my oldest. Her mom had just left me, and so for like 6 months, I was just in my room in the dark playing video games, going to work. I worked at a pizza joint. I bring pizza home. I eat. I just started gaining weight like crazy. Don't get me wrong, like I wasn't like fat, right? But like for my size, I was walking around almost at 185. And I was like, this ain't right. This ain't right. I didn't feel good. And I was like, I got to do something. So at the time, I was interested in Muay Thai, but I didn't know it as Muay Thai. I had seen it, but I just thought it was kickboxing. I didn't know the difference at the time.
Right.
And I remember seeing it late on like ESPN and stuff like that. And I was like, man, that's crazy. Like they be kicking each other and shit. I'm like, whatever.
What was it, like K1 or like
I don't
Max?
remember. I don't remember nothing. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember nothing. I just remember seeing it on TV. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like,
punching and kicking
but
the fuck out of each other.
yeah. And so I got on the computer and I Googled Muay Thai kickboxing gyms, and I happened to come across Team Took. It was like 15 minutes from my house. So I started there with Andrew Craig, who's over at On It in Austin now. And so, yeah.
And this is all in San Antonio?
No, this was in Houston. Yeah, I was in Houston at the time.
So you're originally from San Antonio or Houston?
No, born and raised San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Born and raised San Antonio. I moved out to Houston to go to school, to be with Zoe's mom.
Right.
And then that didn't work, like school, nor none of it worked out. None of it worked out, bro. It did not. But I liked it though. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Houston or whatever. But when I found Muay Thai, like that's when I started enjoying Houston more.
Hell yeah. That
So,
makes sense.
but then I was there, I think a year and a half before I came back to San Antonio. So I've been all over, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, so you saw, like, you was in a dark place and you just saw some kickboxing on ESPN late night and you were like, damn, that looks fun. I'm going to do it. And so,
I had seen it before.
Okay.
And, like, I knew I needed to do something.
Okay.
I didn't want to go to the gym, though.
So when you first went to that, like, Muay Thai gym, how was that experience?
It was cool. I went. There was nobody there at the time. Like, there was no class or nothing going on. Like, they were getting ready to do class. I even had Zoe. She was not even one. She had just been born. And so I was like looking around, and it was a big open space. There wasn't a whole lot of bags. There was three bags hanging in the center. They had a cage. It was mainly a jiu-jitsu place, really. So Travis Took owns it, and it's mainly jiu-jitsu. And I walked in, kind of talked to them, stayed and watched the class, talked to them about pricing after the fact. And I was like, I don't know, I'm going to make it work, but I'm going to make it work. And so that next month I came back and I started up there. And that was actually the first gym I ever coached at too.
I was just about to ask you, was that the first gym you
That was the
coached?
first. So I feel like, I don't know why, a lot of people don't seem to know Andrew Craig's name. Some people do. He fought for Bellator, he fought for UFC. Rodrigo Pinheiro from San Antonio, he actually fought Rodrigo for Bellator in the Aztec Theater. That was 2009, 2010, something like that. And when he was getting ready for that, he was going off to Colorado. And like I said, I was there an hour before, and I was always one of the last people to leave. And I don't know, he didn't like tell me like a specific reason. He just came up to me and asked me, he's like, hey, I got to go out of town. Do you mind coaching? And I was like, huh? I was like, you want me to do what? Like, I only been here a year.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, yeah, but your technique is good. You're always here. Like, you know how to talk to people. People like you. And I was, huh? Like, I had no idea. I was like, what are you talking about right now? And so we did like a test for like a week. Like, he let me run the classes, and he was just kind of off to the side to help me out. And after that week, he was like, yeah. And so then I made a deal with Travis. So I started like coaching there, and he let me do jiu-jitsu. So like I didn't have like a free membership, but like I would pay for my Muay Thai, but he would let me do jiu-jitsu. He gave me my first gi, gave me my first belt, gave me my stripes on my belt, which I still only have 2 straps on my white belt. But you know what it is.
You got 2 more
Team white belt, baby.
But yeah, so I was there. Shit, that's the first gym I fought out of too. Like I did a smoker.
So I was gonna ask you too, like when you first got to that gym, like, and you like watched the training. I mean, not the training, but you watched the fights on ESPN. Like, did you ever like think like, oh, like I want to fight one day, or was it?
I had no intention of fighting. I had no intention of. I just wanted to hit some shit, to get some aggression out, to get back in shape, to get my weight back down like I was supposed to. Because all through high school, I walked around at like 135. I couldn't gain weight. I couldn't, not if I tried. Yeah, I put on a lot of weight, and so I had to get back down. I wanted to be somewhere better, and I was watching them spar. And I had gloves, I had shin guards, I had a cup, I had a mouthpiece, I had everything I was supposed to. And it was a guy named Aaron, between Aaron and one other guy, they were like, oh, just come move around with us. Like, it's nothing crazy. And I think it was my second time sparring. I tried to duck and weave, and I went right into Aaron's knee. And it like rocked me, and I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, but I was starting to have fun, so I was like, you know what, this is cool, whatever. And then the thing that made me fight, I'm not even playing. I happened to walk into this, right? So gym down the street from where we were at, called 4 Ounce Fight Club. Well, a lot of people know them. Crew Bob Perez was there at the time. Jeremy Mahone from War was there at the time. War wasn't a thing yet. And they were having what they called a family fun day. And I was like, a family fun day? Like, that sounds cool or whatever, right? And I had met this girl, and I was like, you want to come with me, check this place out? She was like, yeah. I didn't know what it was. It was family fun. It was hard sparring. Yeah, it was a smoker. It was a smoker. I was like, wait a minute. So I get there, and I'm like watching them spar and stuff. I'm like, oh, man, this is cool, whatever. And my girl had to go to work, so she left. So I'm there by myself. None of my teammates, no coaches, no nothing. But I hear Jeremy and Crew Bob talking, and they didn't have people matched up. Some people had left or whatever the case was. And excuse me, I said, I spar a little bit. Like, I'd be willing to help somebody out. Oh, okay. So if you guys don't know, Tony Conception, he's a Texas name. I don't remember what gym he's out of. I see him at the Texas Muay Thai fights, though. He beat my ass for 3 3-minute rounds. 3 3-minute rounds. Last 30 seconds, he hit me in the liver with the knee. The first time I'd ever been hit in the liver. But so me and his coach had talked. He was like, oh, we'll go 60%. Okay, that's cool. I don't know what the fuck that means. Whatever. I see this dude, and he's like just under my height, but he's got baggy clothes on, right? I climb in the ring, and this dude gets in, and he's shredded. And I'm like, wait a minute. And they go, hey, where's your corner? And I said, my what? What's that? And they go, it's okay, we got you. So Jeremy Mahone jumps up into my corner, beer in hand, and says, all right, this is what we're going to do. I said, what the hell did I just get myself into, bro? And so they rang the bell. Crew Bob was reffing, and it came out. I threw a 1-2. I tried to throw a switch kick. He caught it, threw my leg up, and like straight power drive me into the ring. And I don't know how many times he dropped me by sweeps and dumps and whatever. By the time we were done, I had this giant welt on my head from head kicks. But I just kept getting up. And he even looked at me twice and was just like, what the fuck? Like, why is this dude? Bro, when I got in the ring, everybody's, oh, Tony, yeah. By the end, they were like, hey, we get it. You proved it. You ain't even got to finish. Just chill, bro. And I was like, nah, bro. Even after the liver shot, and Crew Bob looked at me, he's like, you want to go? And I was like, yeah, I want to keep going. Bro, I called my mom, like, in tears. I was like, you won't believe what the hell I just did. And she was like, what the fuck did you just do? And after that, I was like, bro, I want to fight.
Man.
I want to fight. And I called her in tears because it was a thing I had never done before. Like, it was weird. I didn't know how else to like express what the fuck was going on. I was like emotions. I was like, man, this is crazy.
It's like a milestone that you had accomplished.
Yes.
It's like it's like even if it's like a loss or you feel like you got beat up or whatever, bro. Like, cause it happens. Like, bro, there's plenty of times I feel like I got beat up, bro. But you feel like you lived through it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, I lived through it. I'm here, and I can get better from this. And then you're hopeful. It's like, you know what? I am going to get better from this. You know what I'm saying?
And going into the ring, I've explained this before, but not a lot of people get it. Like, people come in and they're like, I want to do this just because I want to learn something new. I want to try something. Like, I'm not trying to fight, And I'm like, you'll be surprised when you get hit by somebody with full force and you realize you're not made out of glass. You're like, what the fuck else can I do?
Yeah.
And it just opens a whole nother level that you go into. It's crazy.
So I think I told the story.
I get a little rough when I get hit hard. I'll be like, ooh.
No, for real.
That's why you married my boy. Okay.
I told the story that I think it didn't make it on one of the pods. It didn't make it on one of the episodes, I think. But about Leo, about the boxer dude. You remember Leo from? Oh no, that was on my other podcast. It was on No Context. I'm plugging my other podcast, low key. No Context is fine. Now, but anyway, so I told a story on my other pod, bro, about when I first started fighting. This is when Pablo was at West.
Leo,
the Air Force boxer dude, bro.
Strong
ass, big Cuban. He was Cuban or Puerto Rican?
Cuban.
He was Cuban
or Dominican.
Nah, he was definitely one of them C's. He was Cuban or Puerto Rican. I said P. Yeah, I said C's, but anyway.
Country.
He was Cop Diesel. So Leo was a retired Air Force boxing vet. He boxed in the Air Force. Golden Gloves. He was cold as fuck at boxing. He just wanted to do Muay Thai. And his thing was, like, he had to come train every night just so he can go to sleep. Like, he had some form of PTSD or something, or he's just a drilling, like, this is what he had to do. Like, he said, bro, like, if I'm not here punching the bag or punching this, I'm gonna be at the house punching something, bro. I'm like, you know, it was just, he had to type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is when I, like, first month, like, you know what I mean? Like, any combat sports, like, I don't know, dog shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know shit. I'm in there training, quote unquote, learning Muay Thai. I didn't have a good coach, you know, at all. Wasn't a good program, wasn't whatever. So we fast forward. The ugliest niggas in all the podcasts, I swear to God.
Continue,
I'm sorry. Ugliest niggas. But anyway, so
give me this, man.
We spar. We get to where we're sparring or whatever. And Leo, obviously being a fucking Air Force boxer, beating
just piece you up
ass. Yo. I am hanging on by a string. And this motherfucker hit me so hard. I'm talking about hit me like literally like I thought I was knocked out, bro. I wasn't. I was still on my feet. I was probably knocked out on my feet. But he hit me so hard, bro. Like I literally seen stars, bro. First time I ever seen stars, like from like getting hit like that, bro. And nigga, I'm talking about like that's the day I questioned like, damn, bro, like what am I doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I supposed to be doing this, bro? Am I supposed to be fighting, bro? Like, am I in over my head?
I think I want to be an accountant.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Is motherfuckers just naturally good at this shit? Like, and I'm missing something? Like, but I knew that wasn't the case. But, you know, those thoughts run through your mind. Sometimes they have to. You got to ask yourself those questions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you ask yourself those questions and you answer them, like, man, you know what? Yeah, because shit, motherfuckers got 24 hours just like I do. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got 2 legs and 2 feet just like I do. If they can do that, that means it's possible. You know what I mean? If they can do it, that means, bro, I can do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro.
That's at least how I be feeling sometimes.
That's a good way to think, but like at the same time,
Why is he talking?
Let my boy go.
Let me preach, and then I got a question. I got a question for Bible. But I get what you saying, but some people got gifts, bruh.
Nah, they do.
Some people got some people born 7 feet, and they might have the same dream as somebody who's born 5 feet to play in the NBA. I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress.
Nah,
But
right,
who's gonna
though.
work for it?
You got
yeah,
Nate,
that's what I'm saying.
You got Nate Robinson, though. You know what I'm saying? You got Muggsy Bowles.
And that's
it was some 7-footers who was supposed to get drafted that year that didn't.
I would say that furthers my point.
Balling.
I would say that furthers my
gifts,
point.
but
because they are gifted as fuck.
But you ain't think they had to have a mindset of like, oh yeah, I'm short. And these other motherfuckers just born tall.
Nah,
as
bro.
fuck.
I think most people like, at that level have that like I gotta work hard to get it mindset. And there are those very few like Allen Iverson type motherfuckers who are gifted and they're like, fuck it.
My point is, bro, you know how many people telling you just like I told you that's crazy is gonna tell you like, bro, you're not going to the NBA. Even if you're good, bro, even if they see you balls like, bro, you're not tall. Them niggas are tall as fuck. Like they're 6'8", 6'9". That's a different kind of tall, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't want to crush nobody's dream.
Of course, but
it's like,
of course they gonna say, bro, I'm just being realistic. You know what I'm saying? It was like, bro, you're not gonna make it. So like, you have to go against the grain, bro.
It's the balance, bro. It's hard to find that balance. It's
like, look at Michael Jordan though.
Cause like, even though you
what you mean? Look at Michael Jordan.
He was cut from his high school teams.
Yeah. But I know, but anyway,
to college.
Not to go too deep down this hole. I get what you're saying,
I understand
bro.
that.
I know there are gifts out there, and it's some shit that can't be replicated, bro. It's some shit that you, no matter how hard you work,
replicate that shit.
but
you can't.
it's the point of like it's crazy people out there that'll try, and sometimes that'll set you apart. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the crazy part, because it's like most people gonna try. No, I think. Yeah, that's hard. But a lot of people who really want it and have that passion are gonna try.
Yeah.
And then a very small percentage of that, like people who don't have the gift but try really hard, they might get it, you know? Yeah. And they're gonna be the Muggsy Bogues who can fucking have a 45-inch vertical at like 5'2" or however tall he was. Anyway, bruh, back to Babo.
Yeah, back to Babo.
So because
what do you think about that, Babo?
No, bro, let me ask this question. Actually, no. What do you think, bro?
And then ask your question.
So what do I think about the people that's working hard that seem like they shouldn't be there?
So here's at the bottom line: nature versus nurture. It's a big debate going on in combat sports. It's like natural gifted talent and talent that's like acquired.
No, that's not what we're talking about, bro.
Because
because MMA is like there are weight classes, so I feel like anybody. Just about most people can train and get good at MMA.
What are we talking about?
I thought we was talking about, just motherfuckers chasing dreams.
That's not true. What are we talking about?
I thought we was talking about people who had the talent, who's talented naturally.
Right, like you said. You said it's some gifts that just can't be replicated. That's what you said. You said some people just got gifts that
can't be replicated.
Yeah,
and
just
like make the comment.
I get what you said.
Like I would say, Mike Tyson has a gift, but even bigger gift is being found by fucking his coach at whatever age he was, and you know.
But
so,
even though, like, I get what you're saying, because with Mike Tyson, bro, it's been a lot of people trying to replicate that style, and a lot of people come close, but we haven't seen another fighter like Mike Tyson.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen.
I
it, bro.
have.
Not you. Get out of here.
Well, but
that was another episode of Can I?
Nah, bro. There are a couple other fighters who have replicated the style.
Yeah. I mean, they come close, bro. I mean, that style. I mean, it's still broken down to this day. You know what I mean? People
they replicated his style, but can they replicate his power?
No one has replicated. No one has replicated his career.
Bro.
Do y'all know? I mean, he's Samoan, so. So he ain't really human, you know.
Mike Tyson?
But no, I'm not Mike Tyson. I'm talking about, there's this boxer named David Tua. Have you heard of him? Same shit as Mike Tyson. He's like 5'10", fights heavyweight. But if you watch him, that's who Evander Holyfield was sparred to train for the Mike Tyson fight. But he looked just like him, bro. And like, if you watch his tape, he fights just like him.
Did it work?
Yeah.
But again,
he was
again though, that's kind of furthering my point though, because some people got gifts and some people work hard to get to that point to where that gift is at. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I would say
some people are more recognized because they get to that point.
Nah, bro.
Gift
I say fighting is like you kind of have to learn how to use your gift, and I guess in a lot of other sports. But how many other fighters have been 5'10" with, I think, maybe he's got a 70-inch reach, maybe, but have won a heavyweight title? Like, not a lot.
That's what
you know what I'm saying? So it's like
that's what I'm saying. Like
me.
Shut up.
All right, bro. Let's get back to Babo. All right. So when you were talking about your first fight, like how it was it's something you did new. Did you ever get into any street fights or anything like that before that?
No, not really.
So that was your like real first time, like actually, getting hit or like
getting hit like that. Yeah.
No fights with your cousins or nothing like that.
I mean, yeah, but we never like squared up and like threw hands at each other. It was like a tackle wrestle thing that just kind of like we didn't know what we were doing. Like,
shut up, bitch! Boom.
Like people would swing, but like it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like
our big cousin used to make us fight like pit bull puppies.
Yep. Yep. Bro, and I put 20 on my little cousin.
I got a whole bunch of questions for you, Babo.
I want to start with one.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Get them.
So
we prepared, bro.
As a coach, bro, what is your favorite part about being an instructor of the art of 8 limbs?
But like, that's a good question. Cause so I don't even think it was until I got to Dallas that I really like found what I like to do in Muay Thai, right? Like, cause before that, while I was coaching Muay Thai, I was still really kickboxing.
You lived in Dallas?
I lived in Dallas for a little bit. Yeah. So the lineage for me as it goes, right? I'm gonna try to keep it nice, short, and sweet because it's long, right? So team took Andrew Craig. After that, Smoker, Crew Bob Perez, that pulled me aside outside and said, "Who's your coach?" I said, "Andrew Craig." He said, "He comes to 4 ounce and cross trains over here. You come over here now too." So Crew Bob, Derek Lewis's coach, said, "You come in here now."
Right.
And I said, "What?" So Crew Bob was really my first taste of Muay Thai, but I was still really coaching kickboxing. Right. So Andrew Craig kind of gave me like a Dutch style kickboxing. Crew Bob gave me the more traditional style that I essentially work with right now.
Yeah, he
right.
This is some really nice technique.
Yes.
He called me a stud.
Yeah,
yes. Crew Bob's the king in my eyes. He's
dope, bro. He's
so
legendary for real.
After that, I came back to San Antonio and I was at a little hole in the wall gym that went by the Spartan Pit. It's not around no more. It hasn't been around for a long time. The guy who owned it and ran it, he was a former Army or military. I can't remember exactly. I walked in. Travis Took's brother, talked me into continuing to be a coach because I was like, how do I go about being a coach? Like, I don't think that's something I can continue to do, and I'm a little upset by that. And he convinced me, like, just go into a gym, ask if they need a coach. So I said, okay. So I did that. That guy took me in and let me coach there, and I was probably there for about a year, maybe a little less than a year, before I moved over to Pete Spratt's. because he was the only Muay Thai that I knew of in San Antonio. I didn't like the the Muay Thai window was tiny.
Right.
It's small now. It was tinier at the time.
It's growing, but I can imagine back then.
Yeah, and so that was, I don't even know what year that was. It had to be like 2012, something like that, before that. So I was with Pete for a little while. After Pete, I moved over to what was Battle Tactics Academy that used to be Powerhouse, right? So that's actually where I met Fern. So I've known Fern for a hot minute too. I met Fern there.
I heard about
I met Fern there. I met the Ivy brothers there. I met a bunch of people there. And I was only there for, it had to be less than a year. And then I found out I was going to be moving to Dallas. So when I found that out, I asked a bunch of people around. I asked Crew Bob. I had asked P. I said, where do I go in Dallas? Because I don't know. And he said, well, where are you going to be at? And I said, I'll be in McKinney, which is right up the street from Plano. I said, well, what's in Plano? Saxon. Saxon Muay Thai.
Yeah.
I said, okay. So a couple months before I actually moved out there, I dropped into Saxon's and I told him, I said, hey, I'm going to be moving out here. Like, I would really enjoy coming to train here and possibly fight for you. Oh, yeah, you train. You train. That's all he ever told me, bro. He was like it was so weird. And I got there super early and he was like, oh, yeah, warm up classes at this time. Bro, tell me I'm warming up there. So the one dude that got me interested, the one of the two dudes that got me interested in MMA, because I never cared for MMA before this. I was always about kickboxing, Muay Thai. I didn't care about MMA. I never really watched MMA. I didn't, whatever. I happened to be at a bar when I was living in Houston, and I saw UFC on TV, and the fighter that happened to be up on the TV, Anthony Njokuani. I'm at Saxon's.
Right.
I'm training. I'm warming up. And I just see this tall black dude walk in, and I'm like, damn, that dude's tall. He walks into the bathroom, I keep going, and he walks back out, and that's fucking Anthony, bro. That's fucking Anthony. So my first day in Saxon's, I'm only there just visiting, and I get to meet Saxon and Anthony. Right. So I moved there, I trained with Saxon. I think after 2 months of being there, he got me my first fight with him. And then I lost that fight. It was a Muay Thai fight. And he goes, oh, I was back in the gym on Monday, and he goes, oh, you fight again in 6 weeks. And, bro, he just started racking me up.
Hell yeah.
I got to the point where if promoters were contacting him, he would give me his phone. Read this, tell me what it says. Like, oh, they want fighters. Oh, you put whoever, put Anthony, put da-da-da on there. I'm like, okay. So it was weird. It was kind of cool because it gave me a little taste of like being like coach,
baseball,
like slash like I don't want to say manager, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like that was cool. So I was like, okay. I was there for a while, and then after that I went over to Next Gen, which is owned by Chris Brennan. He's an old school MMA dude. I didn't even know him when I went there. I just knew that the gym was there and I wanted to go check it out. And I worked with Zach Brennan, his brother, who was a boxer at the time. And I worked with them for a hot minute. You guys know Dirty Dez from Blitz?
Yes, I do.
I met Dirty Dez and her boy Ed. I met them over there.
Who's Dirty Dez?
Yeah, don't worry. Hey, I got you, my boy. Hey,
I know Dirty Dez.
So,
I'm Dirty Dez.
So that was before Dez even started fighting, bro. Shit. That was before she started fighting. She had just started. And, bro, she threw down. Like, because this was, like, at all the way through this, right, there was a lot of girls at Saxon. They threw down. Don't get me wrong. But, like, anywhere outside of Saxon's, I didn't know a lot of girls that threw down. Aquaman's girl, I had met her at Battle Tactics, and she threw down, but not quite the same. You know what I mean? Like, nothing against her. Like they
like
hit,
how I be
bro.
beating your ass, my boy.
Yep. And so Dez was there. She didn't play, bro. She didn't play at all. So I met Dez there. After Next Gen, where did I go after that? I don't even remember, dog. I forgot where I was going.
Exactly. He came to us and forgot the
history. No. Okay, hold on. I got it. So I moved to San Marcos, and I started training in Austin Kickboxing Academy. Okay. So I was up there for a while. Randy Vera, great coach. They didn't really have a fight team, though. So his wife fought at the time. Eric, a.k.a. Pikachu, he fought at the time, but they did MMA. Nobody really did Muay Thai there. They had a fight team, weird enough. Like, we had sparring, right? And there was like a fight team, but nobody fought. So it was really weird. So I was there for 3 years and I didn't get a chance to fight. Damn. I had 2 opportunities.
What was your record at this time?
When I left Saxon's, I don't remember.
And was it those fights that you like racked up with Saxon? Were they Emmy or pro?
All Emmy.
Oh, Emmy.
All Emmy. I had 5 MMA fights.
Okay.
1 and 4.
Hold
I didn't
on,
know
this
that.
is
Yeah, that's
new,
what I'm like,
bro.
okay,
He's
I'm
known you
rapper.
all this
Yeah.
time.
I'm like, okay.
We don't
hiding
talk about
this.
the MMA, bro.
Cool.
That's like, nah, that's
No, I
dope,
did-
bro. That's on
I
the
did.
resume.
It wasn't XKO. There was like a amateur, like a sister promotion that worked in Dallas, and I did a lot of fights for them. I did Muay Thai and I did MMA for them. I did an MMA fight for Garcia Promotions before they turned to Fury. I fought for Eric once. I think it was just once, and I fought for Legacy twice before Legacy turned LFA.
That's dope.
So, bro,
That's
tell
what
me,
I'm seeking.
That's
it was
dope.
dope, bro.
That's
As an
dope.
amateur, being on a big stage like that, bro,
Yes.
and I was like, I don't belong here.
Like
I did not. And what was so dope for me, even though I lost that fight, was there was a kid that I wanted to fight. I wanted to fight him so bad because I had watched him fight and he could strike. I felt like he could strike, and I was like, I want to strike with this dude. And I got a call from, or Saxon really got the call from Legacy. Do you guys have fighters? Do you guys have somebody fighting at this weight? And when they gave me the name of the gym, they didn't tell me who it was. They gave me the name of the gym, and then I didn't get the name till later, but I wasn't sure if it was him or not until weigh-ins. I didn't know if it was him or not, and then I got to weigh-ins, and I was like, that's the dude I wanted to fight, bro. I was like, yeah, let's go.
That's fire.
And then he took me down.
What?
Bro, he wouldn't stand me,
The
but not on his fault. That was
He
his
went
coach.
Raymond.
Yeah.
That was his coach.
Yeah, he
And
went
so-
Raymond
Raymond
Dumpster.
then.
Bro, so
Raymond
he
Dumpster.
told me after, so the first round we went out and we touching a little bit, whatever, and then his coach yelled at him from across, and he immediately took
Take
down.
him
And
down.
I was like, damn, like I want to
'Cause
stand
he
up,
knew
and I was
he-
trying to figure out how
he
to
knew
get
he
him to
was a
stand
striker
up.
type
Yeah,
deal, so,
I mean,
yeah.
you come from Saxons, bro. Like
Right.
you don't stand with Saxons guys.
Right.
Like if you do,
Good luck.
you
Yeah.
asking for a challenge, bro. You asking for a
Like, we'll
challenge.
take our
And so,
chances on the ground.
and he came to me. He came up to me afterwards, and he was like, "Man, I'm sorry. That's not how I wanted to do it, but my coach got mad at me." Yeah, I was like, "It's cool. I get it."
Back.
But so 1 and 4, so 5 total for MMA, and then I think I don't know how many Muay Thai I had at the time. I didn't have a lot though. I don't think. Like honestly, my record's weird. I don't remember it a whole lot.
Just
It's not a
ballpark.
good record. I'm not gonna lie.
It don't matter.
It was-
Ballpark
it
of
was-
fights, though. Just like how many times you stepped in the ring.
Are we including smokers?
Hell yeah.
It's like, I mean, I personally don't count smokers as real fights, but
And
looking
Emmy,
at
and Emmy, I think they count.
and a lot of promotions ask for it now.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
So,
like. So you might
if we count all the fights, MMA, Muay Thai, I had 1 boxing match as an amateur. My very, very, very first sanctioned fight was a boxing
The
match.
fuck?
I
I'm
wanna hear
learning a
about
lot
that
of
too.
shit right now.
I want to hear about that too.
All the smokers, everything together, I've had at least 30 fights. At least.
Before
That's
you-
not including my pros.
Well, I would say before you even went pro, 30.
I didn't go pro
Emmy
until I was with you guys.
fights.
That was
Yeah.
Bobby
Crazy.
turned me pro.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Bobby turned me pro.
30 fights. That's insane.
Bro, you know what else
That's
is
why
crazy?
he's the high priest.
Bro, you did not answer Prince's question at all, bro.
Exactly.
Huh.
I was
It don't
there
matter.
scared too.
I'm
Like,
mesmerized. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
that's why I
listening.
just
I like
laughed.
a
I was like,
story.
listen, I'm like,
So-
okay, so when you gonna tell me what's your favorite part about being a coach?
But okay, hold on. Yeah, let me
I
get there.
think
Let me get there.
I asked him a question following up too about like.
So it wasn't until Saxons that I realized like what I really enjoyed throwing, and even though I couldn't even do it at the time, was throwing elbows.
Bobo.
That was where I learned. I was like, bro, I had always trained to throw elbows, but I did not really learn how to do it properly. Crew Bob helped me a lot. Don't get me wrong, he did a lot for me with elbows, but I didn't like in sparring and stuff. We didn't really have elbow pads. Like it was rare to come across elbow pads, so we never got to throw them. But I always threw them on the bag. I always threw them on pads. When I got to Saxons, I threw them more than ever. And it was with Saxon that I finally had a fight where I could throw elbows. And that was my first full Muay Thai rules as an amateur, and I won by elbow TKO
Hell yeah.
in the first round.
Hell yeah.
A spinning back elbow.
The Bobo.
The Bobo.
So when people like find it like not weird or whatever, but like, cause I never taught spinning elbows either until I got with you guys. I always thought spinning was the dumbest things ever.
Same.
I was like, spinning's stupid.
I never
spinning
do
spinning is stupid.
You.
Saxon actually showed me a spinning back kick that I actually liked, but I rarely ever threw it. I didn't like it. Like I liked doing that one, but I didn't like it. And it wasn't. And Saxon was the one that told me to throw the spinning elbow. So I had, bro, tell me, I had Crew Bob and Saxon in my corner for that fight, bro.
Shit.
Bro.
Imagine if you had Coach Bobby in that bitch.
Bro. Bro.
Or
So-
Elton.
So
Just the goat.
me and this kid are fighting. It was very tournament style. We had the chest pad, we had elbow pads, shin guards, headgear, the whole shebang, right? We're going. I pinned this kid against the rope, and I came down with we couldn't do 12-6, so I had to cut the angle. But I came down right on top of the bridge of his nose and gave him a little cut, kind of like I have right now. And every punch I hit, it just kept opening more and more and more and more. Doctor called him over and said, I need to look at him, wipe him off. I could hear him from the corner, and Crew Bob and Saxon heard him too. He said, I'm going to let you continue, but if your head keeps snapping back, I'm going to call it. And I'm in the neutral corner, and I look down over at Crew Bob and Saxon, and Crew Bob's 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and Saxon looked at me and said, spin elbow. Now, to my knowledge at the time, I had never heard Saxon tell anybody to throw spin anything in a fight. Because while he showed us some stuff, like, he was like, but this is stupid. Like, he would say it himself. And so I did exactly what Bob asked me to do. Bob, jab, 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 cross, and when I went to throw the hook, he stepped out. I had kind of fallen in and threw the elbow from behind and hit him right in the side of the temple.
Pink up.
Yep. And that was the first spin elbow. As soon as that happened, the doctor jumped up on the side of the ring and was like, nope, no more. I think there was 30 seconds left in the first round.
That's hard.
First rounder.
That's hard.
That is the favorite part right there. Because I know when you do teach the class, like when you teach your spinning elbow in class, like that's when you, like, I know when we're about to learn it, because he's like so anxious to hurry up and get through like the setup. Like, all right, we're going to establish our jabs, you guys, jab, cross, maybe throw a little hook just to get them to, like you said.
I've had so many people tell me I get way too excited when I start teaching elbows. When I start teaching knees and into elbows into knees, they're like, I'll be talking, I'm like, so you could do this, and then you hit them with this just to finish it off. And they're like, you are too excited right now. And I was like, I am.
Elbows are so satisfying.
Bro.
They're the most satisfying.
It makes me so happy. Like throwing elbows all day.
It's the face that people make when they, like, you sparring them and then you throw the first elbow and they're like, fuck, I forgot we could throw elbows. It's like,
Baba be like this, Baba be like this.
But
like, I
so
didn't forget.
that fight I did with us being able to do full Thai rules, there were so many people that nobody was throwing elbows.
That's what I'm saying. People forget.
I had been training elbows. Since I had gotten to Saxons and started throwing elbows, that's all I wanted to do. I was like, I have to get to the point where I could throw elbows. And at the time, I thought I had to go pro just to throw fucking elbows. And I was not happy about that. And Michael Corley from what is now Muay Thai Heritage, he was the one that had set that promotion up. That was Muay Thai Kingdom.
Oh, shit.
So that was the last Muay Thai Kingdom, I believe, that was done. And then we got full Thai rules, and that was by far my favorite. I was like, bro, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I never hesitated to throw elbows.
I got a question, bro.
What's up?
So, well, even before the question, I do gotta just let the people know that you coach in a very, like, not common way, because most coaches, they'll be like, you do this in this situation, like you do this.
Okay.
But when you coach, you're very open to other options. You'll be like, okay, I'll throw this combo and it works in this situation. It's not always gonna work. And the way you teach it, like, it really makes you think as a student. And I think that might be why, like, everybody likes your coaching style, is because, like, you know, they might be teaching some shit that might not work for my body type, and I'm like, what the fuck, you know? But you'll kind of let me know, like, hey, actually, this is another good thing for you. But the other thing was, the question was the opposite. What do you hate? Like, what's the worst shit that you go through as a coach, like, or that you hate doing?
Like, what do I not like coaching?
Yeah.
What's your biggest pet peeve as a coach?
They're like the worst shit.
Coach, how do I do a jab?
I think it has to be footwork.
Footwork?
Yeah,
And it's not because I don't like coaching it, because it seems to be one of the hardest things for people to grasp. So, I'm sure you guys have been in class with me.
Yeah.
I don't think you've been in class with me when I talk about doing weight transfer drills. Have you ever done weight transfer drills?
Yeah, I have actually, yeah.
So, and I've said it before, and I'm going to say it right now. Gold.
Yeah.
The weight transfer drill is not mine. It's not mine. I'm not gonna call it mine. It's not, because I picked it up from the very first boxing coach I ever had, Coach Lewis. I don't remember his last name, but I met him at Team Took, and he showed us the weight transfer drill. To be in your stance, he showed us like hands on hips first, and you would mimic throwing your cross, and then so all your weight transfers to your front foot, and then mimic throwing your hook, all your weight transfers to your back foot. Now, if your feet are in line, that drill is a very hard drill to do, because you don't typically have balance. If your feet are across from each other, like, this way, that is not square. Thank you. It's not going to quite work the same either. Your body's going to turn a different direction, and you're no longer facing your opponent. So you have to have, at least for Muay Thai and kickboxing, right? Boxing is a whole nother thing, but this is what he taught us, knowing that we were in an MMA gym and we were doing kickboxing, is your feet should be catty corner from each other. And that I see so many people, as we start moving, their feet go in a line, and I'm like, bro, I'm like, open your feet up. Like, oh, okay. And then the first step they take, 2, and I'm like, bro, open your feet up. Okay. I'm like, oh God. And I can't, I don't want to say I get mad. It's not that I get mad, or it's not that I get irritated. I'm just like, I have trouble figuring out different ways to help explain it. So I try to come up with different drills. So like on Sunday, I had everybody working footwork. So we got those circle agility cones, and I made a long straight line. And I said, okay, 1 foot on this side, 1 foot on this side. You guys walk. Your foot closest to the direction you're going always moves first. So does that mean you step with your back foot? No. It means your lead foot. If you're going forward, you step with your lead foot, right? You don't even step with your lead foot. You push off the back foot. But people will step with the rear foot, and I'm like, I'm like, how do I explain this? So yeah, that has to be like my pet peeve. Not that I don't like teaching it, I do, because I have to get you to understand your footwork, your balance, before I can teach you everything else. So that's the foundation.
I low-key got a little question. Could you tell us about a challenging moment you had coaching? And what did you do to adjust to it, or to or did you adjust to it, or?
When I think about it, there's not something, there's always something that at least one person doesn't quite get, and that's not just my Muay Thai coaching. My experience as a personal trainer has helped a lot with that as well. Which I haven't been a personal trainer for very long. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
but still though, even
4 years
just with the Muay Thai experience plus that, that's a different style of personal training. It's hey, yeah, I might not have been personal weight training this whole time, other people, but I've been personal training myself, in my fight career. So still a lot of experience, I think.
So, to give you an answer though, for challenge, as a coach, my biggest challenge is every time I get to a new gym, especially if I'm not a coach. The challenge for me is if I have information, I'm not trying to apply myself as the coach, because I'm not, but I want to give helpful information. So that was the biggest challenge for me. And I don't want somebody to look at me and be like, man, this motherfucker don't know what he's talking about. Right. And I don't want to come across as a cocky dude that thinks he knows everything.
Right.
So that's a challenge as coming into a gym that not as a coach. When I came to you guys, I had told Bobby, I was like, look, I'm not saying that you're going to ask me to be a coach, but I don't want to be a coach. I didn't want to be a coach.
Yeah, just put that out there.
Yeah, I was like, I just want to come train. I want to fight. Because I had the gym before I came to you guys. I was coaching at. I was doing a strength conditioning class there. And I still got my training, don't get me wrong, but it just wasn't the same.
Right.
And mainly because I was the only striking coach. All the other coaches were jiu-jitsu coaches. And so I was busy. And I didn't feel like I was getting what I wanted to. So I told Bobby, I said, man, look, not that I'm trying to think that you're going to ask me or whatever. Yeah. I just want to let you know, like, I just want to come train. I've already signed up for the Oklahoma tournament. Like, is that cool with you? He said, yeah, that's fine. First off, what I didn't know was Bobby already knew who the hell I was.
Yep.
Bobby knows
he know who everybody is.
For what?
He is Muay Thai.
So the gym that I was at before I came to you guys, he was the reason I started coaching at that gym. Because the owner for that gym had reached out to him asking if he had any coaches that would be willing to come out to, he was in San Marcos, moved to Wimberley to coach. And when I stepped foot in that gym, there was nobody there for the kickboxing class. And so just me and the coach, and we held pads for each other, and I recorded it and I posted on social media, and he posted some stuff on social media, and Bobby hit him up and said, that's your coach right there. Like, I had met Bobby, but I didn't know who Bobby was. And the fact that he said that for me, like, bruh, that's crazy. I'm like, I ain't nobody. Who am I that this man that doesn't even know me, I don't even know him, is saying that. And like, it's an honor, you know what I'm saying? Especially like now that I know who he is, not knowing him at the time, that's an honor. And so coming to you guys, I just started training. And then I don't even remember what happened. It was a class. And I don't remember if he asked me to explain something or something happened where I was in front of everybody for some reason.
I remember that.
I remember
Do you remember? I've been racking my brain trying to remember what was going on. I think he had to do
something in the back. If I'm not mistaken, I think he had to do something in the back, and he asked you to like
just run it real quick or something. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, cool, no problem.
Yeah.
And so
I want to say it was a seminar or some shit too, though. Like,
he had a seminar. His seminar?
Didn't you throw a seminar?
I did a seminar, but that was after.
Recently.
That was after.
That was after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So So I got there in July or August was when I got there. It was right after COVID, 2020. And so that day, for whatever reason, he asked me to show something, to say something, to run something real quick. I don't remember what. And I guarantee at this point it was planned.
Yeah.
It had to be planned.
Man, Bobby.
That man.
He knows what he's doing.
He's the most calculated man I know.
So this was before the ring, right? This was when we started the mirrors. And I'm standing behind the pole where the speaker's at right now. And he's coming out that back room, walking across. He hadn't even made it to me. He had not even made it to me. And he was looking at me. And I said, I'll coach. And he said, okay. And that was it. That was it. I was like,
calculated, baby.
I was like, man,
he's the most calculated.
You sneeze, he knows.
Bro, he knows.
He knows when you're about to fart, bro. I'll be laying in my room. He'd be like, you better say, excuse me. What are you talking? Oh, my bad. Excuse me.
Hell no, that's dope though. I'm glad he did, bro. I'm glad he picked us.
Real quick, because I know a lot of people do know, but they don't really know this. At one point in time, you fought somebody who was once our teammate. And really, shit, how did that go?
You talking about my boy Spencer?
Yes, I am. The handsome.
What? You fought Spencer?
So, Spencer was my first Muay Thai fight. My first Muay Thai fight was funny. So I was at Pete's at the time, and I guess he was at Ambush Austin at the time, right? I didn't know he was from Austin. I was like, man, if that was the case, we could have just met in the middle or some shit. Like, we drove all the way to Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Damn.
Exactly,
That
bro. So from nothing is in Muskogee, bro. Nothing is in Muskogee. So
like mosquito land.
Yeah, so I had no idea who Spence was, and
did you know the team Ambush? Did
nope.
You know?
No, I didn't. I mean, I at the time I didn't know nobody.
Right, I'm pretty sure we wasn't as prevalent as we.
I knew now. Pete.
No brag, but
Pete. At the time, I was trying to figure out how to get him to get up there, because I knew I was going to have to drive myself. He was going to have to come up, so I'm got to pay coach, get him taken care of, whatever.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know if I can, like whatever. And then something happened. He wasn't able to come out anyway. Well, luckily there were some 4-ounce guys out there that I knew, and they said, hey, well, we got you. Don't worry about it. I was like, all right, cool. So was funny. But for me, what's the funniest part about that fight? So I had something was going on with my knee. I had this like golf ball looking tumor in my knee. I couldn't bend my knee. So anytime I threw a knee, my leg was straight. Like I looked the dumbest you could look throwing knees, trying to throw kicks. It was bad. I could not. Bro, it was so bad. So I get in the ring with Spencer. He comes out, first thing, leg kick. Right on top of it. Tell me why it made my knee work again. Bro, I was like,
hey, he got that touch,
like, what the hell?
The crazy thing is, people won't know because people don't be in the ring like that. But like, bro, shit like that happens, bro. That's some fighting ass shit, bro. Like you be like,
come in, bro.
You get shoulder knocked back into place.
You be like, fucking hey, bro, my fucking shoulder is done right now.
But,
get kicked in that bitch. I'm like, oh, man, let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
but Spencer beat my ass. It is what it is, but it was, I mean, I had fun. Like, that was my first, like, not a smoker. It was my first sanctioned official. I mean, we couldn't throw elbows at the time because that's what amateur rules at the time were.
You lost, by the way. He didn't beat your ass, bro.
He beat me. No, bro. I don't have footage from that, but.
Isn't he ranked number 1 or something?
Yeah, he ranked number 1 nationally right now, bro.
I mean,
in his weight class.
It was good. He
is pretty good, bro.
I came across him again, not fight-wise, but in the gym when I was at Austin Kickboxing. I had found out he knew people there, so he would come drop in and sometimes, and I was like, I know you.
Yeah, Ambush Austin and AKA, they're like this.
Spencer is a cheat code. Anyway,
he is.
Wow.
We got a combination after him. Matter of fact, I threw it before.
Yeah. Cause it's like it's so weird with Spencer in a good way. It's
so
like
unorthodox.
He's a unorthodox, bro. It's like his technique is there. It's like his.
Have you met Spencer?
I met him. Yeah.
His combination.
Have you sparred with him?
His bro, it's different.
It is.
It's different,
And
bro.
that's the shit I like though.
So when you watch him, Spencer's got this very rounded off back, and like when you watch him, he has good technique, but it looks awkward.
It looks awkward.
It looks when you're watching him, you're like, I promise you, if you don't have this thought, you're a liar. When you see him, if you ever spar with him, you're gonna look at him and go, I can hang with him. I can hang with him. But he's gonna beat your ass.
Bro, he's so accurate.
Kind of like Washington type shit.
In a different way, though. In a different way.
It's kind of that same, yeah.
But I'm saying,
we all did it at the same time.
It's like, okay, so Washington is a little bit more explosive with it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Washington's explosive. He got this weird loopiness that he's got going on. Like, Spencer's very direct.
Yeah.
Spencer's very direct. He comes in.
And he's gonna march you down.
And for his size, he's deceptively strong.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like when he kicks you, you're like, what the
kick, bro? He don't even switch, bro. He flicks his lead leg up, bro. He just flicks it up and it, bro, hurts, bro.
And it hits you.
It's a full blown kick. It don't look like it, but bro, it's a full blown kick, bro. I don't know how he does it, but his lead leg, bro, literally, bro. And he'll jab 9 off that bitch, bro, and it's like nothing you can do to stop it, bro. It's like
the hook 9 that really you can't stop.
Yeah, that hook 9, bro. That's what I'm saying. His same size strikes because of his hip dexterity, I guess, or something, bro.
Oh,
It's insane, bro. It's insane. It's literally like you said on some gift shit. It's like you won't be able to. Probably in 10 years, maybe you'll be able to do some shit like that after your hips reform.
If it's limbo, it's gonna take
Man, you know what? First off, I gotta say it, bro. Spencer put hands on you, bro. I'll beat his ass, bro.
All right.
Tell him pull up, bro.
Hey,
Spencer will have
come
you
on
up
the
here.
He's supposed to be on the pod
Spencer,
anyway.
Come on the pod.
We gonna put the ring right
Matter
here.
of fact, bro.
Hey, but hold up. If he's
going to
beating my ass,
Austin
though,
anyway.
y'all not gonna help me.
Fuck no, nigga.
No.
The fuck?
You asked for it.
No.
Yeah, how you gonna ask for help when you
talking
ask
to?
for it?
Wait.
That's how it is,
Limbo.
bro.
Honestly, no.
Bro, I'm saying, bro,
All right, you want me to be sitting in the middle, bro, and have your back?
yes,
I'm gonna sit on the side and watch.
you ain't shit.
I recorded for the police later.
I recorded for the content.
Nah, bro, let me get back to my questions for Babo, bro, because I don't know who Spencer is, but I know we gonna welcome him on the pod.
Babo, can you beat Limbo's ass?
We love you, by the way, bro.
Why can everybody... Okay. All right. I got a couple questions. I know we short on time, so we're gonna try to speed run.
Let's go.
All right. The first question, you kind of I feel like you touched on it already, but what's your best fight experience? Like overall, this moment. In
Overall,
yeah.
Like my favorite kind of my favorite fight that I've had so far, basically,
your favorite
or
moment in any of your fights that kind of stands out to you. It sounded like the elbow you threw might have been it.
that for the amateur one, yes. Bro, there's so many moments. Hold up, fuck. You said speed. How you gonna say speed round? And you gonna ask me a question like that?
Fuck that one.
All right, so okay, so I'll give you my
give me
my
any.
3 moments from my career as a pro.
Okay.
All right, Bruno's elbow. He knows what it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
That
I
shit.
fought. So this was when I was at Sammy's. You got here like right after I left. I was at Sammy's at the time. I fought Kid Bruno. Props to Bruno because he hurt me. That was the first time I'd have been hurt like that too. He hurt me good. And he's just a good dude. He's a good dude. But he was coming in on me and he had put me in a corner and I think I did a jab something. And then as he was coming in, I had done a spin elbow that I had never done in a fight before. I've practiced it before, and I actually got that elbow from Kevin Ross. I'm going to tell you right now. So Kevin Ross, you throw the jab up high, you throw the jab like you're going to the body, and you just roll, and the elbow comes over the top. And I hit him in the mouth. What I did not know is I knocked him out. But when I turned around, he fell on me, and I thought he was clinching me. So I was literally holding him up.
And throwing knees.
And you could hear in my videos, and you could hear the commentators of the pay-per-view, let him go.
He's gone, let him go.
And so his ass woke back up while I was clenching him. So that was one of them.
Yeah, didn't the ref break it, and that's when he
kind of woke back up, yeah. And I tried to get back into him because I knew he was dazed, but the round was already over.
Because I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I heard him saying that, like, let him go, but I didn't know what was going on. I seen the elbow, I was like, oh,
everybody was screaming,
and
let
then,
him go.
Like, bro, what I knew he was out because when they had broke it, bro, he was like, you know what I mean? You could tell, bro, he wasn't there, like, type shit. I was like, oh, shit, he was just out. Like, you know what I mean? He was just asleep. Like, I'm telling you, like, it happened just like that.
So, next best moment. This is not necessarily in order, right? Just kind of throwing it out there. Next best moment was my first pro fight against Ray. If you don't know Ray, another great dude, okay? Just the whole fight with Ray. Like, there wasn't even a specific moment because, in my personal opinion, that was my best fight so far. Regardless of Brandon's fight, regardless of my last fight, which was a win. This fight, I lost that fight, but that fight. So Bobby asked me if I was willing to go pro in it. Ray at first did not want to, but then decided to go ahead and do it. So why would you not want to get paid, right? So we was like, all right, cool. We're going to throw down those pros. Let's do this. So my first pro fight, and I don't know what in my head had clicked at that moment when I was walking out for that fight, but I said, I don't give a fuck about nothing. You throw what you want at me, I'm gonna throw everything back at you that I can, and we're going to fucking go at it. And that's exactly what we did. And it was a great fight. Win, lose, draw, I don't care. It was a great fight. So far, though, I guess I could say Bruno's the third, Ray's the first. The second best moment is my win, my first pro win against Brandon, which, again, another great dude, nothing against him, but landing that elbow that put him out to get me my first pro win, bro, it was so good. I've never, in any of my fights, I've always been, not saying that I was, like, disrespectful for it, but, like, I've always been, I raise my opponent's hand. Win, lose, or draw. I always raise my opponent's hand. I always thank him. I'm always talking to him after. I'm always trying to whatever. But for Brandon, when he hit the ground and the ref, Rex, was waving his hands that it was done, I couldn't help, bro. I dropped. I just fucking let it out, bro.
I felt it with you, bro. I felt like, bro, I was like.
That was Houston too, wasn't it?
That was that was Houston.
That was Texas Muay Thai. Yeah, I remember, bro. I was on the stage for that. I was like, when you walked out and shit. Remember, we was like all right there and shit.
Yep.
Jabbed you up before you walked out and shit.
Okay, hold up. Before we go any further, I have to say this because I'm glad you mentioned this because I always forget every time I see him. Peter.
Yeah.
Mr. Stanonik.
Yeah.
The Ronin.
I am so sorry. I did not realize you was trying to dap me up when I was walking out for that fight. can see it in the video. You can see it in the video when I'm walking out from the stage. He comes across and he's like this, and I don't wear my contacts when I'm in the ring. I was in the zone. I couldn't see because I didn't have contacts on. I didn't know who it was. I just knew somebody touched my glove, and I was like, yeah. And so Peter, I'm sorry. Anyways, back to what we were talking about.
So you don't fuck with Peter, is what you said?
Wow, bro. How you gonna put me like that?
You know it's crazy. Pete's gonna come down here. He thinks it's gonna be for you, but really it's gonna be for
you. It's gonna be for you.
Man, hey.
But
Peter.
Speak through this again.
What was the next one?
Oh yeah.
Go.
But yeah, Peter, pull up. It's gonna be Spencer and Peter. We making a list, bro.
Man, you still gonna get jumped by everybody.
We gonna plan your funeral the same day.
Number one.
All right, bro. Let me get the questions. Let me get the questions, man. All right, all right. Who's your favorite fighter? If you don't have a favorite fighter, you can just do like top 3 or whatever.
So my favorite American fighter, Kevin Ross, hands down.
Kevin Ross?
Not even a question. I didn't even got to think about it. I didn't even got to think about it. Kevin Ross, my favorite American fighter.
Would you say you got a lot of your style from him too?
A bit of it, yeah. I think there was only, since I started training, I think Kevin has done, I want to say 4 seminars in Texas, and I've only missed 1.
Damn.
And I don't even remember what happened, but I was so upset that I couldn't make it.
That's crazy.
I was so upset I couldn't make it. I truly look up to Kevin. I do. Like,
in other words, line it up.
Bro, when I heard Kevin's backstory about like how he started, the things that he's been through and stuff, like the man that he is, like I was blown away, and I was like, there's something about this dude. So if you guys don't know, there's a video. Damn it, no, I just forgot the name. I'll think about it later. I think it's called Behind the Fights. It was USA versus Thailand, and so I'm gonna really have to look all this stuff up later too. It was Kevin, it was Joe Schilling, it was Romeo Donzo. I'm saying his name wrong. I'm so sorry. And one other, and it's a YouTube video from like 2010, I think, had to be 2010. And these dudes go up against all these Thai fighters, and at the time we were looked at as boo boo. Right. The Americans were garbage. We couldn't do Muay Thai. And so they did this, and it was all documented, and I can still to this day, I'll watch those videos like crazy. Like I watch it, and it's like the very first time I watch it, I get so excited watching it. And that was the first time I ever saw Kevin, and after that I was like, bro, that's the dude. That's the dude.
Hell yeah. Well, that kind of goes right into my next question, because I feel like now that we got these one championship, they use the small gloves. It kind of changes. It gives, I think, a lot of the foreign fighters who do more hands a greater chance against the Thai fighters. So how do you feel about them using small gloves now?
Eric Garcia, Fury, if you can ever talk the Texas Commission into using small gloves, please hit me up. Please hit me up.
I second that.
Please hit me up. I love the little gloves.
For real?
I love the little gloves.
I feel like we need that in America, period.
Honestly, I think I love the little gloves because of my experience in MMA. Mm-hmm. And I don't really have a particular reason as to why. It's just something about those little gloves. So I
think when that becomes a thing in America, Muay Thai will catch on, like at the UFC level. You know what I'm saying? Because
American-wise, yeah.
Yeah, because fans already want to see that in the UFC stand-up fight when it goes down to the ground. Like, you lose half of your audience. Like, because it's only half of those people actually know jiu-jitsu and know what's going on.
So, but tell me why. Tell me why. And I've never understood this, and this is a question I will forever ask. Why is it that people want to see...
Hold up. Before you answer, before you ask the question, I got the answer. Go ahead. Ask me.
Oh, he ain't got the answer. Why is it everybody wants to see the striking side of MMA? Mm-hmm. Anytime it goes to the ground, I'll hear people booing. First off, quit your booing. Right. That's dumb. If you're gonna boo, go home.
Facts.
But if striking is king, if everybody wants to see striking, why is Muay Thai not more popular?
Right.
You know,
why does nobody not want to watch it?
I've always questioned
what I hate about the booing though too is I have even though I talk a lot of shit, I talk cash money shit about grappling. I have super deep respect for that shit, because at the end of the day, I'm a motherfucker that think, bro, fighting is fighting.
Yeah.
If we in the street, bro, and I can pick you up and thump you on your fucking head, I'm gonna pick you up and thump you on your head.
Yeah.
Cause it's a fight, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not finna be like, oh no, stand up rules only, bro. No, it's a fight, bro, and I'm not, whatever. I've been in,
I get what you're saying.
I've been in those situations, bro. So like, I have to respect where, like, bro, I've been in street fights where it's like, bro, like, okay, striking ain't working. Let me, you know what I'm saying?
I feels
you
it.
feel me?
I feels it.
So it's like, I would be stupid for me just to be like, no, that grappling shit. No, hell no, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, bro, it's a fight. I've been on the ground, bro, when we stand up striking, bro, and we end up fucking, like, on the ground against the wall, bro, like fucking rolling around and
when
shit,
you get
bro.
clipped, the first thing you will do is try to tackle somebody.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's what most people would do. Rephrase.
Yeah.
That's what most people would do. Right?
Yes.
That's what most. As soon as you get clipped, people,
So,
and they don't even know what they're doing.
But with all that being said, bro, I respect it. I love it. I just think people don't like the pacing of, like,
That is one thing.
You know what I mean? Of grappling, because
It
like,
takes away the fight time, bro.
yeah, you know, and you know, you might get a cool ass arm bar or Kimura or rear naked choke, but if it takes the whole round, then people don't want to watch that. That's like watching a basketball game where nobody scores for like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, what the fuck am I watching? You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I get it. It'd be more like a hack a Shack type shit where they're just fouling.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's part of the game, but whatever.
Great example.
But I think, to answer the question though, is like, why do people continue to watch MMA instead of just the Muay Thai shit? I think there's two reasons for that, and you know, I could be wrong, but I'm usually not. But I would say one championship has kind of transitioned to one. Now it's like only 3 rounds, so they don't have that boring ass first round. You know what I'm saying? And they're straight into the action, 4-ounce gloves. And then the second thing is kind of what Deuce was talking about with it just being a fight. Is like MMA, although we do want to see just hands, there's something about like, hey, these two people both can fight. Let's throw them in there, and y'all can really do whatever y'all are great at, and let's see who fucking wins, you know? So it's that's kind of the beauty of it, even though it does suck, like, to see somebody just taken down and on top for...
So you are right about the pacing. This is something Matt Lucas has talked about on his Instagram. So there's essentially 2 different styles of Muay Thai. There's gambling, and then there's I forgot what he called it, but I'm gonna call it show because I don't remember what he called it. So you have the gambling. The first round is very slow. Very slow pace because they're just feeling each other out. The second round, now we're making a little bit of contact. It's because it's until the end of the second round is when the bets are cut off. So they're trying to make it interesting, get bets, get bets. Now the third round, now let's go.
Yeah.
Now let's go. Nobody wants to see that. The other reason, like I know some of the reasons why. I still don't understand it. The other reason is the music. People don't like the music, and I understand. I like the music.
I like it too.
I like the music.
I go to sleep.
But
to it.
as a spectator, though, it'd be tough to kind of...
Well, and for us, it's not our culture. It's their culture. So that's what that's all they've ever heard. But when you go in there and you hear some drums and some chimes and then this loud flute whistle thing, just going on.
I hear it in my
what
head.
the hell?
In my head, like
What the hell is this?
that rhythm,
And then you have the white crew. Nobody wants to sit there while the white crew and the Ramoy is going on. Nobody wants to wait for that. So now we've changed it to where, and while I don't like the changes, I understand, and I do kind of like it, is now we've changed it so where, okay, now for us in America, we do the white crew at the very beginning to honor the tradition, where one, at least for the Friday morning fights, Friday morning here, Friday night there, each main feature and main event will actually do their white crews. So they take away the rest of it. So now you get in and do that. Also, you have where one, a lot of people keep asking, well, why don't they let them clinch? Because that's where it gets boring for everybody, because nobody knows what's going on. So now when you clinch up, you get 2-3 seconds. If you're not active, you're breaking it up. And that's kind of what I feel like we started going off into as well. Like, I feel like we over here still get to clinch a little bit more as long as you are active. As soon as the heels touch the ground, all right, you're not active, break it up, let's go. So, and then that comes down to the ref too. But those are the main reasons why nobody likes it. But I've just, without having those changes, I've always wondered, I'm like, how do you not like watching Muay Thai? But anyways.
Yeah, I don't get that either, because, you know what I'm saying, I like stand-up.
Yeah, you like throwing them hands,
I like
bro.
throwing them hands too, bro.
All right, bro.
You know them chingazos, putazos?
What else you got for me?
All right. You know, just a couple more. But
No,
this
take
question,
your time.
I mean, all right. Who, if there is anybody, have you had got the honor to spar with, and they just have been really, really fucking good, like really good? I remember you telling me you roomed with that famous dude for a little bit too.
So, Kronfat was one of them. If you guys don't know Kronfat, he's got Redwood Muay Thai in California. That man is, from what I remember, he was tiny. And he was smiley. He make food in the house. Bro, I would choke off the spices in the air coming into that house. So, a lot of people don't know, I actually stayed with Saxon for a little bit while I was out there. And there was a couple of Thai guys that came out. And, like, I came home one day, the garage door was open. Saxon, Kong Nepal, Kronfat, in the garage. And they're just working pads. We're like, go change. Let's train. I'm like, I get a garage full of Thai guys. We just fucking hitting pads. We train. This is crazy, bro. Like, it was crazy. And Kronfat, when it was time to spar, man, it was a light switch. That smile went away real fast. I was like, bro, what the hell? Like, man, it was crazy. But I've sparred a lot of great dudes, man. Like, there's no one particular person. Like, Ryan Babyface Benoit from UFC. He was at Saxon's while I was there. I got to spar with him. I didn't really spar with Anthony Anjanaquani because he didn't live there at the time. Him and his brother Chitty had moved to Vegas. But I have gotten to, like, light spar with them, which is insane. Chitty was actually in my corner my first MMA fight that I won, which was crazy. Even though at the time I didn't really know Peter when I got here, sparring with him was a different level. A different level. Like, I couldn't touch him. I couldn't touch him.
And he hit hard too.
Bro, and
deceptively.
And so with Peter, it was funny because when I finally did start to, like, find timings and stuff with him, I didn't feel like he'd be like, oh, that's a good round. And I'm like, you ain't got to lie to me, Peter.
That's how I feel,
You're trying to make me feel good right now, bro. But he is stupid strong. Yeah. Lead uppercut, I thought he broke my eye socket getting ready for a fight one time. And it wasn't his fault. Boy, it wasn't his fault. I kind of ducked down because I thought he was coming with the left hand or something. I forgot what I thought he was coming with, but I kind of went down and he came up with his right hand and it hit me here and I thought I fractured it. My nose had started bleeding here. I had lost, even right now, where is it? Right here. I still don't have feeling right here. Yeah, like the whole side right here was numb. Crazy. And I was getting ready for a fight, bro. That was the second tournament. We was getting ready for the second tournament.
Crazy. Yeah, that was the tournament.
So on the tournament, the first fight of the tournament, I was just covering my face the whole time. Yeah. And then, like, I was just like, my hand on my face. I was like, no, I got to figure this out. And I happened to win the first one. And then at the second fight, I was like, I don't give a fuck no more. I don't give a fuck no more. I was like, let's go. Yeah. It's for the belt. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, I've been able to meet and spar with a lot of people that just, I'm like, how I don't belong here. I don't.
So humbling.
So I want to break up your questions, but I do want to talk about this too. About your personal training side, like, do you do competition lifting as well too, right?
I used to. I don't anymore.
Okay, so what kind of competition? Is it like Olympic style? Is it powerlifting?
Olympic style weightlifting. Okay. So snatch and clean and jerk. I did that for a little bit when I was living in Austin. Like a year, maybe two. I did 2 competitions with that coach up there.
What were them numbers like? What were them numbers like?
Low. They were low. So I lifted at my lifting weight, or like my body weight was 63, so 147. pounds, 63 kilos. So for you guys that don't know, those lifting competitions, usually most powerlifting competitions as well, go by kilos, not by pounds. So I would weigh in by kilo. It was the same day weigh in, and then I would lift. And I don't even remember what the actual numbers were while I was with him, but I didn't clean and jerk. I couldn't have done more than 155 with him, like 155 pounds. It was not.
So you kind of did it just much. Like to challenge yourself type shit? Or like, hell yeah.
Yeah, it was something I wanted to get strong.
When you be doing the...
Well, yep,
hell yeah, bro.
Yeah. So I did that out there for a little bit. It wasn't a gym, like he was one of the personal trainers at Lifetime where I was working at the time, and so I hooked up with him, and he wrote programming out for me. So when I finished, I worked in the cafe, so I'd make food and shakes and stuff. When I finished in the cafe, I'd go upstairs and lift according to his programming. I go back downstairs, I'd eat, I'd take an energy drink and take a nap in my car, which was usually my third energy drink for the fucking day. Don't even get me started. And then I go train Muay Thai after.
Dang, so you was Olympic lifting when you were doing Muay Thai? Mm-hmm. Did you see like any correlation to that? Did you feel more explosive or anything like that?
I felt more explosive in my core.
Oh, for real? Hell yeah.
Mad core. Mad core.
Clinch at all too? No.
Because
when you get me in the clinch, bro, you keep locking me the fuck down. Your ass is strong as fuck.
I appreciate
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like when we very first like spar, I don't even know if it was the very first spar or whatever, but like the first time we clinched or whatever, I was dumbfounded, bro. Like dead ass, bro.
I was too, bro.
You?
No, him. I'm talking.
He was dumbfounded too.
When I first got back, this fool, he's like, "Come on, Bobo, come on." And then I think I threw a couple punches. He threw a couple punches, walked right in, and I just pushed him to the side step, and then clinched him. And he said, "What the hell?" Exactly. He was like, "How are you so strong? You're not supposed to be that strong." And I was like, "What are you talking? You don't know me, bro."
Yeah, exactly.
The priest.
It's the strongest motherfucker in the gym.
Like, what the hell?
This is
but yeah. So I had lifted with his name's Doug Brandt in Austin, and then when I moved here, like when I actually got into San Antonio after I'd already been with Ambush, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the table. Shout out. Bear Barbell is who I started living with there, and my coaches there, man, they, again, I don't know, like, so the coaches there, everybody's special. Everybody's special. Everybody get like, there's a handful that they are the specials, right? Like I feel like Pete for Ambush is the special, as he should be. Right. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. And there's a handful that they have there because they have 4 or 5 Olympic lifters, like that have qualified into national, international, and Olympic level, right? And so for me, getting the attention that I'm getting from all the coaches, so Britt and Nick are partners. They own it, like they're life partners and gym partners, and they took care of me, And so if Britt wasn't around, because Britt took care of everybody, she took care of all the Peters of Bear Barbell, Nick would always take care of me, and then even then all the other coaches still took care of me. But like it was weird because the way I was being treated there, my numbers had gone up quite a bit from when I had started lifting with Doug, but to me they were still not on a competition level, like not on that level. But before I left, and I'm upset that it never happened, but Britt, because she was my main coach, she wanted to take me to Canada to lift in AO, I think it was 1 or 2. So this is like essentially like an international meet.
Yeah.
And again, I guarantee, and I'm not trying to like be humble, I'm not trying to talk down on myself or not like that, but the competition, when you go to a competition like that, is high.
Right.
And my numbers were not up there, but the fact that she wanted to take me still was crazy.
Yeah, that's dope.
I'm like, you want me to come to Canada, bro?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like it was cool. It was so cool. So it was a good experience. And I mean, it definitely made me a lot stronger for Muay Thai. Like not necessarily in particular, just overall as a whole. Right. So it was cool.
That's dope, man.
It was
so
fun.
Now where you, because I mean, I know you still train with us, of course.
Yeah.
And you're still lifting on the side, like on the outside of the gym.
I'm not doing that style of lifting.
But you're...
But so I coach at F45.
I pass that place all the time. I didn't even know that was a fucking...
So there's a couple in San Antonio. There's 7 in San Antonio.
Okay.
So while it is an international gym...
You said 7 in San Antonio?
There's 7 in San Antonio.
Jeez.
Even though it is an international thing, F45, it is usually franchised out. So the 7 in San Antonio are all under one franchise owner. I work at the Bitters location, and so F45 stands for functional for 45 minutes. So each class, with the exception of Saturdays, is only 45 minutes. So you come in, I do an intro demo to explain everything to you. I run down all the stations, tell you what we're doing at each station, and then I put you through the class. Class is over in 45 minutes. You go home. See you later. Have a great day. And I do those workouts too. I do them, 1, just because I enjoy them, and 2, because while some people look at that kind of studio gym as like a whatever, like it's bougie, it's boutique, it's whatever. They really can make a difference if you actually apply yourself, just like anything else. Just like anything else, as long as you apply yourself, like you can get stronger, you can get faster. Is it great for what we do? Yes.
Yeah, it can.
In most cases, yes. There's some things in there, and not talking down about it. There's some things in there that we do that I'm just kind of like, that's a little weird.
Right.
But whatever, it's what they do, right? So it's cool. But I enjoy that. I enjoy the members there. The people there are good people.
Do you still find the time to do privates with?
At the moment, I don't really. I think I have one person on my books for privates. I am still open for privates.
Okay. Y'all hear that?
Get with your boy.
I'm still open for privates. I'm always adjusting schedules as I need to for that.
Let them know where to book you at, where to hit you up.
Yeah, so Instagram at strike_TX. That's my business account. I do instructional videos, workout videos, different stuff on there. I got my link tree on there. It's got my scheduling. I do online training as well, so like remote training. So if you need a program written for you, I do that too. Again, I don't have anybody on that right now. Just getting back. That's the hard part about being a personal trainer, man. Every time you move, you got to start over.
Right, you got to build your clientele.
Because unless you stay in the city in a certain area, while people say they'll follow you, and some do, don't get me wrong, it's hard to follow somebody when they move to a different city. Right. So I'm building back up right now, but I'm available.
You ain't got no excuses. Y'all got all the info. He gonna give you all the knowledge. He gonna work with your schedule, all that.
Once again, say your business account one more time so they know.
At strike_TX, Strike Texas.
It'll be in the description as well.
Yeah, facts. We'll pop it up somewhere.
If I don't catch you there, I'm gonna beat your ass.
But not only is it like just good, but we've already talked about how good of a coach he is for one, and not only, but like the way you and your girl, she be holding pads good too, bro.
Yeah.
Like that
Shout
shit.
out to the stager, matter of fact. Bro.
Yeah, both of y'all, bro.
She's dope, bro. I'm so glad to have her in the gym, bro. So for the people you talked about you going back to Houston and then coming back, you came back with a stager, which was super dope because not only is she super dope as a person, she's super dope as a fighter.
Beat my ass the other day.
Like, bro, like seriously, like
she don't fuck around,
so
bro.
Some females try to hang.
She don't fuck around.
That's the thing I love about her. Some females try to hang. They be like, oh yeah, I can hang.
You try to hang with her.
No, bro, that's the thing. She don't try to hang, bro. She hangs.
No,
she's like,
we
I'm
try
here
to hang with her.
Yeah, she was like, motherfucker, I'm here. You gonna have to deal with me, and I'm a problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about it. It's like, okay, well, man, let's take the fucking kid gloves off then. Let's do it. Like,
what's that? Yesterday we had the open gym.
Yeah,
bro. Yesterday I'm sitting down. I'm like just now getting in.
Yeah,
I'm like trying to.
She said, "Get up, let's go."
I look over and all I see is this.
She waiting.
She's like, I'm not here to hang.
Yes, ma'am.
I like that.
She
bro.
ready to
That's
go.
cold, bro.
Yeah.
You want me to wash
That
dishes
was-
and take the
Bro,
trash
that's how
out
we
too?
met sparring. We met sparring at Sammy's.
Hold up.
Bro.
So you threw some riz out? You spit some game
Bro.
on
No,
sparring?
no,
unspoken riz. He said,
So I was
He's like, let me get my technique.
so I was in Houston for the weekend visiting my little girl because she lives out in Houston, and I've known Sammy for a while. Like it's weird. I don't even remember meeting Sammy for the first time. Like I remember. So my first Muay Thai win, Sammy was there. I remember talking to Sammy at that event. Like before that, me and Sammy's is kind of a blur. But Sammy opened up his own gym a few years ago, and every time I would go to Houston, I would pop back in there. And I was there sparring one day, and she had climbed in the ring with her pink gloves and her pink shin guards, and she was like, "Hey, do you mind if we spar a little bit?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." She's like, "I've been out for a little bit, so kind of take it easy on me." And I was like, "All right, cool." And that was the only time I've seen her easy. That was the only time I seen her easy.
Bobo's eyes was like,
hey, but let me tell you, but yes,
the
but
next
let me
time.
tell you, her easy was still not easy. Like I was having to watch myself, and I was like, bro. And so afterwards, when she got out the ring, I didn't even get to. I wanted to go say bye to her, and I didn't. She had left. I didn't get to, and I watched her, and I was like, damn. Yes, bro. I'm telling you. And so at some point we both started following each other on Instagram, and so it's just little interactions here and there. And what's funny is every time I go back to Sam's, like he would give me shit. So when you gonna move out here? And I was like, no, bro. It's not.
to be,
Nah, bro. Like I'm an ambush. Like, nah.
So it was his idea to have you go out there.
so-
Okay,
And
Sammy.
so our first official hangout was after the Ray fight. So I knew she was gonna be there because we had been talking back and forth leading up to that fight. And so after the fight, where's she at? Where's she
Did y'all
at?
sit with
I
each
went
other later on
at
that
Waffle
fight or
House.
something?
We was at Waffle
We went
House.
up to eat. Yeah.
So I found her and I said, so hey, we gonna go eat or what? And she's like, yeah. So we went to Waffle House.
After I beat your ass again.
Yeah, bro. And so hey, so I know she's gonna get mad if I don't say this. Our first date, sparring.
I loved it.
What?
Astacia, shout out, sis.
Our first day sparring, and it was a competition who could sweep each other the most.
I remember you telling me, Astacia,
could-
shout out. You're cold,
that's
bro.
how you
Who won?
Who could sweep?
She did,
Yeah,
duh.
she did. Yeah,
He
she
moved
did.
to Houston. What do you mean?
No, but let me
street
play you for your heart.
Yeah, no, she
Love and basketball.
Love and tie.
Love and Muay Thai.
Yeah. So
me play you
I
for
ended
your
up
heart.
moving out there to be with her because she's got her baby.
That's my real coach.
That's my daughter now. Like that's
Yeah,
bro.
That's bro. I love her, bro. She's so.
That's
sweet,
my coach
bro.
for real,
She's one
bro.
of the sweetest little girls.
She-
I know.
She's hilarious.
But when she ain't sweet at home, bro. I'm gonna tell you
Oh,
right
no,
now.
she's
She's
crazy.
a terrorist.
I already know she's crazy.
She is a
That's why I love it.
terrorist.
That's why I love her. She's crazy.
But
When did
she,
she learn
She
how to
was a
use gloves
terrorist
and shit?
yesterday.
Bro.
any kid,
Bro,
that-
have you seen her? I got video of her holding for Anastasia.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm not
you
even
gotta let me
playing.
see that shit.
I got video of her
Any-
holding for
any
Anastasia. It's the
kid
cutest
that
thing
can
ever.
just casually like walk around
a gym.
the
Fight
gym
gym.
with big grown sweaty men punching each other in the face and just
Stare at 'em.
And she just dancing. She
Just
dancing in the
staring.
middle.
Yeah, bro.
She dancing in the middle. I'm like, go
Just-
sit down before
you know what I'm
get
saying?
hurt.
Just without a care. I'm like,
Hops in the ring.
You're gonna be crazy.
Bro.
You're
Hops in
gonna
the
be
ring and
crazy,
start
bro.
refing, bro. She
Bro.
And I'm here
still
for
gets
it.
in
I'm
that
here
bitch.
for all the
ass.
But-
craziness. I'm here
So
for it.
so I moved out there because
I knew you'd be back.
because Livy's
I'm
dad
just saying
Livy's
my
dad
bad.
was out there, right? So Livy's dad was out there, and I didn't want to put them through what I had already gone through, being separated from my kid and having to move to another city. And
Right.
it's a big pain, and I don't want to do that to them. So I was like, let me come to you. It's fine. And
Real man shit, right?
the
there.
more we started coming back, looking around, it's beautiful out here. I said, I know, right?
I know. Right?
Ain't it nice? Ain't it nice?
Damn.
Like,
It's a gym right up the
bro.
street too.
Yes. And so we would come back, right? We would come back. And so then finally, we was driving back to my mom's house, which is my grandma's old house. And she's like, it's so beautiful out here. We should just move.
Hello.
I text Bobby, I'm coming back. I'm coming. And so I text him saying that, and I kind of put a laughing emoji because I wasn't sure how serious she would. Tell me why this man called me in less than 5 minutes and was like, "Are you for real?"
All right, so we're gonna schedule.
And I was like, "All right." I was like, "All right, hold on. Let me talk to her a little bit. Let me figure it out.
Right.
Let's." And so, but yeah. I mean, the rest is history. So,
crazy,
so we back.
We got a 2-for-1.
So from my side of like when you left, I just want to say this, bro. I knew when you first announced that you was moving to Houston, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I hated it. I hated it. I was like,
where are you going?
What the fuck?
We had conversations.
No knock to Sammy, but I'm like, you don't leave us for Sammy? What the fuck,
Bruh, so
and no knock to Sammy, but again, what the fuck?
But you have no idea how hard it was for me to leave, bro.
But when I figured out, well, I'm gonna say this.
I fucking did.
We gave each other a hug.
Yes, bro. We was crying.
When
Yeah.
I say this though, I ain't even gonna lie. When I found out why, and I'm a sucker, bro. Like, I'm a sucker for love. I'm a hope it's romantic. When I found out, bro, that you was leaving for love, bro, and you know, she had a daughter, and you know, you brought your family into pretty much y'all just making one big happy family. And I seen like how happy y'all was together. I was like, you know what? I'm here for it, bro. I actually like love it, bro. Like, you know, it that part of it, and I just wanted to tell you this myself, bro. Like that part of it kind of made that whole move like comfortable. It was like, man, you know, it feels right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't feel like
for me. I was like,
it didn't feel like, man, what the fuck? This motherfucker leaving us. Like,
I would have been like, that still, bro.
I was just like,
you can't
man,
leave.
you know what,
so,
bro?
because here's the crazy part for me,
shit,
bro,
man.
is so since I've turned 18, I've not lived in my mom's house, right? Like, I at one point I moved back for a little bit because that was when I was going through the whole thing with when I first came back from Houston. I essentially I ran out of money. Child support was hitting now, and I had to come back. So it's like, okay, whatever, right? So I moved back in with my mom then. But anyways, since I turned 18, since I left the house, I have not been able to sit in one spot for more than like sitting in the same spot for more than a year. Was a miracle.
Right.
Was a miracle, bro. When I was in Houston, I moved at least 13 times. I was only there for 3 years, 3.5 years.
Jeez.
I moved into Sugarland. The month was up. I moved to Missouri City. 3 to 4 months later, I moved to Angleton. I was in Angleton for, I don't know, close to a year, but not quite. I moved up North Spring, just south of the Woodlands.
Yeah.
A few months after that, I moved back into Houston, just south of Spring. I moved across the highway to the other side. Like, bro, it was ridiculous. It's been ridiculous. And so, like, I was like, I'm here.
Right.
I'm home. This is home.
Right.
I'm hometown. I found my gym. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. And that move was so hard for me because I'm like, bro, I'm so tired of moving.
Right.
I'm so tired. But this was the first time that I made a move that I wanted to make. And that was the difference. That was the only reason, like, I was able to make that move. Like, even though it hurt to leave, I'm like, you know, when I left to Dallas, it was not necessarily my choice.
Right.
When I left Dallas, it was not necessarily my choice. Same thing with Houston. When I left, with the exception of the last one, when I went to Houston, I had agreed to it. It was my choice. Leaving Houston was not my choice.
Why are you?
Like,
I mean, I'm not asking because I'm nosy. I'm asking for the viewers.
Just ask.
But like, why you gotta keep moving? Like, why is it not your choice?
Bro, it's always
It's fake.
no, but it's a good question though. Like, so it was always been a reason. Whether it be money, a girl, you know, just living in apartments, rents up, lease up, whatever. Like, there's always been a reason of why I had to move, and like it sucks. Like the one of the moves I made, I was mid transition for that move, and a hurricane had hit Houston. Damn. And so the house that I was at, it flooded, and so there was no going back. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm in this new house now. Like, oh, whatever, no big deal. Like, so yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm just always moving.
It's very wild that, you know, Yeah, Muay Thai, combat sports, you know, it's very, like, violent. You know, it's all about, you know, beating people the fuck up. But it's also very cool that, you know, the community itself it's about people, like, really becoming a community, a village, a family. Like, you know, we try to take care of each other. Even though we beat each other up, you know, we actually find relationships, not a relationship, man, woman, whatever, but, like, an actual, like, a relationship with people. You build that and shit like that, bro. I think that's just really cool.
It's dope.
Because this one of the most peaceful motherfuckers I know.
It is.
Don't beat your ass.
I wanted to say this, too, before I forget, too. I wanted to say, you know, I thought at first, Stasia didn't like me when we first met. And I think it's partly my fault, too.
What'd you do,
What'd you do, bro?
Did you say something weird?
What did you do?
It was at the gym.
He was there.
Let's get it.
What did you say,
What'd
bro?
you say?
That was funny.
Now you
That
gotta
was
put
funny.
it out there.
That was
Of course.
funny.
Now you gotta
That's
put it
why
out
I
there.
said I wanted to say it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we had trained. Y'all had came down. We had trained or something like that. Or I don't even think it was that. I think it was like your fight. Matter of fact, I think it was the Brandon fight.
Okay.
Yeah, and we was. Yeah, it was the Brandon fight. I think it was at weigh-ins.
Continue with the story.
And we talked. I was like, "Oh yeah, hey, yeah." We just like introduced each other, like, "Oh yeah, Bobo, you know what I'm saying? This is our teammate, whatever." And then walking away, I think you had already met her, because I think you had went down to Houston or whatever, the Sammys, and I'd never been to Sammys at that point. But so like y'all kind of had a conversation or whatever, and I was like, "Oh yeah, what the whoop," and basically walking off, I said the weirdest, awkwardest thing ever, and with the ugliest face too. I was like, "You took Bobo from us." And I was joking. I was expecting her to be like, "Ah, ha, ha, yeah, I did." Or just like, "Oh, no, he's," you know what I'm saying, something. But she was just like, and walked out. I was
It's
like,
my man now.
yeah, she was like, "Are y'all in a gay relationship or something?" Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the face she looked back like, yeah.
Y'all be clenching too much.
Yeah, I was just like, no, I didn't mean it. I was not serious at all. I was just playing. I didn't say that, but that's the fact. I was like, no, don't take me serious.
So she don't fuck with you, bro.
No, I think that was at the gym when they came to visit. The first
Probably
time they
it
came
might
to
have
visit.
been. It might have been. I
That's
can't
lit,
remember,
bro.
but nah, bro. But like from her, like from y'all moved down here, and like from like just training with her, and talking to her, and meeting her and stuff, I realized that like it wasn't like that. Like looking back on it, like, you know what I mean. That's kind of like how, like, I grew up around military parents and stuff too, and like she told me, like, she, you know, she got a military background. Both her parents in the military, so like when I met that person before, where it's like, you know, they're empathetic, they have feelings, but they're just not all the way out the shoulder. It's just like straight up. It's just, especially if I don't know you, it's just like, haha, like I'm just gonna get through this conversation, cut out the fat, and let's just
Do the laugh again.
Bro,
like, haha.
I laugh so much because like when she's in the gym, she's very stone faced.
Yeah.
And people are like, is she okay?
Yeah, no.
And like her response to it, she's like, it's just my face.
Yeah, and that's how it was. That's what I'm saying. That's how her face was.
That's why I laugh. People come up, they're like,
like,
is she good? I'm like, no, she's fine. Like, yeah, she's good. She
I get beat up. I looked at Bobo, bro. What you do to her?
She gave me that look, bro, when I was like, you took Bobo from us. She was just like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Elton, like, no.
Elton and Bobby both. When they talked to her for the first time, this was after I had announced I was leaving. So, it's nice to meet you. We wish you the best. We hope it doesn't work out so he comes back, but we wish you the best. I was like, bro.
That sounds like
Elton and Bobby.
That is hilarious.
That sounds like them.
I was just
bro. Yes, they golden for that. That's hilarious. I mean, that's how I would be if my homie left, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you gonna be when I leave.
In my heart of hearts, though, I knew he'll be back.
The selfish, like, bro. And the thing is, like, before I knew who you were,
you knew about him.
Yeah, well, I knew about you, but the first time, Lily was saying, like, oh, I love Bobo. He's not here, but he's gonna come back. And that was like my first time hearing your name. It was like,
who the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, who?
You can say it, bro. Who the fuck?
I was like, who's Bobo? why you love him? Why is he coming back? What's going on?
Why
Like,
leave?
yeah, like,
Bro, it's so weird to me when I came
Am I his
back.
replacement? No.
When I came back, I had people coming up to the gym. Oh, you're Bobo. I'm like, who the fuck are you? I don't know who you are, bro.
Talking
Like, I feel
about
so
me,
bad.
famous,
Like,
you-
people, bro.
You're a legend,
are,
bro.
yeah, bro, like real deal, bro.
You're a
Like
legend, dude.
you're him.
It was you and I was talking about it, people coming up to me.
bro, that day we were watching Prince's fight. You remember when that
Man,
happened?
if you like Prince, you
Bro,
like
I
Bobo.
can't fight.
So,
Yeah.
If you like
okay.
Deuce, you like Bobo.
So what's
You know what I'm saying?
weird for me now, like, so outside of the gym, right? Like coming back, I had people coming up to me at, oh, you're Bobo. Oh, yeah, you're everybody. Oh, you're the guy in the t-shirt. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about, bro? Right?
Shout out,
So-
by the way. Hey, bro, hit up Strike Texas too if you want some of these, bro. Check
I
out
still
the-
got some left. List limited, but I still got some.
You know what I'm saying? Limited, bro.
Um,
Limited edition.
But I had, we was watching your fight when you was in Arizona. Yeah. And dude comes into the gym and he was like, you're Bobo. And I was like, yeah. I was like, who are you? He was like, I'm Q. He's like, I follow you on Instagram. And when he said that, he told me his Instagram handle, which I don't remember his Instagram handle off the top of my head, sorry. But I was like, I recognize
He don't get
from
no
his
shout-outs
likes
on
and
his
stuff,
stuff.
and I follow him on my strike page because he follows me on there. And he was like, bro, this is so crazy. I get to meet you finally. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, bro. You
I'm
are
like,
a
bro,
legend,
who am I, bro?
That
I'm
shit's
like,
still crazy.
legend, bro.
from my fight with Matt, when we went to
That was
Oklahoma
a
with
nice
Matt.
fight.
So after that fight, I had come back and I was with Zoe in HEB on 1604, the HEB Plus, the big one out there. And as we're walking through the refrigerator aisle, and this dude comes up to me, he goes, "Hey man, that was a great fight." And I was like, "I appreciate it." And he walks away, and Zoe goes, "Who is that? You just know everybody." I was like, "I don't know who the fuck that was." And so I assume I started asking around. I think he had went to Ohana because that's where Matt was at the time. I assume he went to Ohana, so he happened to watch the fight. But it's just so weird. Like, I don't know, that people coming up to me, like when we're at the fights, I got
Right.
people coming up to me and like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?" And I'm like, I don't know who you
I've been
are,
watching
bro.
you for a while.
That's the
bro.
weirdest shit
Yes,
ever
bro.
to me,
That's
bro.
the part that weirds me out. I've been
FBI?
watching you for a hot minute. I'm like,
Right.
you been watching me what? Since when?
That shit happened to me at HEB,
Did
bro.
you watch me shower too?
Yeah.
Some dude who trained at Dominion came up to me.
You said something?
Yeah, he was like, and I think I had on like my shorts too at the time. So like I kind of was like, I don't know. But I was just leaving the gym, went to HEB to get some fruit or some shit. And dude was like, "Hey bro, you train at Ambush?" I am full Ambush gear. You know what I'm saying?
No, bro. I train at
Hey, bro.
Ohana, dog.
Where do you train at?
You train at Ambush? I was just like, yeah.
BTT.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh yeah, bro, that's dope. I thought I recognized you, bro. You just fought, didn't it?" I was just like, yeah.
Where you see me for?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I just fought. He was like, "Yeah, bro, like I follow the gym on Instagram or whatever and shit. I seen all when y'all was posting. He was like, I haven't trained at I trained at Dominion. I haven't trained there in a while." He's like, "Cause I'm really looking for a new gym." He was like, I really want to come over there. That's why I followed.
Ambush Muay Thai, let's go.
Through, bro. You see what we working with. Come
Ambush Muay Thai, 2
See,
locations,
y'all look
Blanco and
good,
Nacogdoches.
bro.
Let's go.
Nacogdoches.
Cause I don't get that shit. You know what I get? I get the shadow responses. You're Peter's little brother, aren't you? Yeah, that's me.
Bro, tell that cap to somebody else.
No, it's facts, bro.
I-
Bro, you know
I be out with you,
bro.
bro.
I be cause you be out with me,
I be
and
out
you
with you,
know,
bro.
cause Pete be working at all the bars
What they be
as
saying?
security.
Deuce?
They be like,
Offhand, Bobby. Oh, bro, that fight, the champ here, bro. Hey, it's the champ, y'all. Hey, two
the
shots
champ's
for
little
the
brother.
champ.
The champ's little brother.
Hey, y'all, y'all.
Tip my hat to you,
With
big
the
bro.
phone out and everything, y'all with the champ, y'all.
They be
I'm
talking
with
about
the champ.
Deuce.
Hey, well,
Cap.
superstar.
Like I said, tell that cap to somebody.
Bro, no,
else, bro.
real deal, bro. I be working, bro. Motherfuckers, real deal come up to me like,
Y'all not-
I've seen you with Peter before. You know the bouncer at Sandbox? Because that's where he was known for working there for a while, for a minute. And everybody, you're Peter's little brother. You're Peter's little brother. I'd be like, hell yeah. Yep, I hold pass for him too. I don't fight. No.
No.
I'm not saying
It's a
I'm not
paddle.
saying that don't happen. I'm pretty sure it has. But motherfuckers come up to you Motherfuckers know who you are, bro.
Deuce exposing you, bro.
Don't
Bro, I have no
Don't lie to our audience,
cap,
bro.
He definitely ain't got no wrist.
Cause
I got hands because I be beating Limbo's ass.
That's cap. What happened? What happened
I
today?
beat your ass.
Anyway,
Run the
ugliest niggas in podcast.
Bro,
but,
hold up. Let me go ahead.
We're gonna start to put a ribbon on this thing.
Bro, yes, but I gotta ask the final question because y'all don't want me answering my question.
Go ahead.
All right.
I got like 5 rapid fire questions I want to ask you too.
Me too.
Then we gonna put a
Mine was
ribbon
supposed
on
to be rapid fire, bro.
It was.
I got either or questions. Mine's an either or. So
all right. Let me ask this last one, bro. All right, and be honest.
Okay.
So we train at Ambush Muay Thai.
Oh,
For y'all probably know.
He gonna ask something dumb.
I'm
I'm not gonna ask nothing dumb. All right, what's the main differences between us and other gyms that you notice? And it could be like good things there, good things here, but like, what are the main differences?
The experience levels.
So you think
Almost right off the bat, bro. The experience levels. There's something when I first got here, bro. Like not knowing any of these guys, I didn't know nobody at that gym, and like watching everybody work, like it was crazy.
I knew
it was just different. Like everybody's focused. Now, what was weird is because it was right after COVID, so everybody's like super quiet because nobody wanted to talk because everybody's
and that mask. You remember that?
No, I got there. The mask wasn't there no more, so I got there. But I remember the Fairtex bag had essentially just gotten up, and I remember going in there, and I get loud. I scream when I'm fucking punching and kicking and everything, and I was the loudest motherfucker. I looked around, everybody's staring at me, and I'm like, oh my bad. And I was like, that's not awkward. Like, okay, but yeah, like I don't know. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's a lot of experience at other gyms too, but just something about the way that we come into the gym and we get ready. You know, Saxon's was kind of loose as far as like people was coming in. When the fighters came in, they came in to train. But the recreational people, and nothing against them, like they were good too, as far as Muay Thai was concerned, but they weren't there for the same purpose. Austin kickboxing, great experience as far as like experienced people there. Not having a fight team, you would have thought we had a fight team from the experiences there. But we had more fun than we did anything else, if that makes sense. Like we got serious, but we had more fun too. So it was weird. It was different. You know, I was at gyms where I would just watch people get their ass beat, and I was like, I'm not about that. Like, I didn't care for that. It was a very old school mentality, and I didn't care for that. But when I got here, it was less work. We beat each other's ass. We still have fun. But we don't kill each other. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to hurt each other. We're here to get each other better. That don't mean we don't hit each other, but we're here to get each other better.
Those facts, bro. That's a good ass answer. I think I agree with you too, because we just got a lot of fighters. Like, a lot. Anyway, yo, you can answer rapid fire.
I'm gonna try to make it rapid fire. I'm sorry, I talk a lot. I know.
Your name Jonathan.
Yeah, we just gonna jump you, bro, because you tried.
Jump who?
Nah, Jonathan.
Bro, okay.
Okay. Anyway, let's get through this. My bad. I'm sorry, bro.
It's okay, bro.
So, yeah, I got some rapid fire questions. About 5 questions, either or questions.
I'm gonna try it. Let's
go. You don't have
go.
to ramble. It's just, you know.
And be answering them right too, bro. Don't be answering them wrong.
I'm gonna let you warm up to it, bro. I'm gonna let you.
Answer them right.
I feel targeted right now because I'm a little nervous.
Nah,
go ahead, get him.
Hit him
with it.
So you from San Antonio, born and raised.
Yes, sir.
So this is a very important question, especially to the San Antonio community.
Best taco place?
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
Close.
I got hungry.
Flour or corn tortilla?
Whoo! 2 times, my boy.
You heard of Mixler?
Huh?
What?
Yes. Half corn, half flour, bro.
You got put me on.
That's wrong. He said either or. Bro.
No, bro.
You put me on to some shit. You put me on to some shit.
Mixler, bro.
I'm down.
cheating,
I'm
bro.
down.
Go.
But
So
still gotta pick one though. Still gotta pick
You
one.
heard of a Mixler.
I like that answer.
I'm gonna say corn. I'm gonna say corn, and that's because being a Mexican family, every Sunday we go to my grandma's house. Barbacoa, menudo, big red.
You ain't know that?
From the name is hard. I'll give you that. From the name is hard.
I heard you say
my
San
my
Marcos.
mom's family is Vasquez. Yeah, no, my name is from is Europe. It's from Europe, but yeah. So check.
Czech.
Czech Republic. Yeah.
From Czechoslovakia?
No, I'm not from. No. I'm not. No.
Slovakia?
Bro, I'm native Texas, bro. We've been here for a hot minute.
All right, bro. Continue.
Anyways,
fire. He said corn because he Mexican.
Corn because of the family get-togethers. That's what we always had corn. I'm sure my mom would tell you flour though, just because I was a little bitch when I grew up.
You ain't no bitch, bro.
Bro, when I was growing up, I was a baby, bro. Like I had to be cradled, bro. I didn't want to learn Spanish. I still barely know any Spanish at all. If I didn't like it, I didn't eat it, bro.
Next
if I didn't, anyway, yeah.
My bad.
No, go.
Pinche babo.
Pinche babo.
You right.
But
Bro, we just yeah, this is the worst rapid fire of
right,
all time.
okay. Flour. Next question.
He said corn, bro.
No, go. It's cool.
He said mixler.
Knees.
I did say mixler.
True. So both. Knees or elbows?
Elbows.
Elbows. Okay.
Elbows.
Okay.
That was stupid.
Hey, bro.
That was dumb.
Hey, bro. Next question. So, Muay Thai or lifting weights?
Like which one I prefer?
Yeah.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
All day.
Another
All
stupid
day.
question.
Bro, it's easy either or. Bro,
These are too easy. You asking obvious questions, bro.
that's for us.
What do you like more, Muay Thai?
What about the motherfuckers that don't know him?
Bro, why are you arguing with Jonathan, bro?
Right. Yeah, I forgot about this. This nigga middle name Cody. Why am I arguing with a
The
Cody?
Goatster.
Why are you arguing with a Cody?
They not gonna see that. Y'all ain't gonna see it, bro.
Why am I arguing with a
Cody?
nigga Cody?
They not gonna see
Hey,
it.
hold on. You want me to make you feel better right now?
No.
No,
I don't.
No, I'm not even playing. You want me to make you feel better right now?
What?
My middle name is Earl.
You are white.
You're
bro.
black.
You'll never know. Yeah, you are black.
You're black.
Robert Earl.
Robert Earl. Yeah, you're definitely black.
I was named after my dad and my uncle, Robert Earl.
Your uncle must have been black.
My uncle was Earl.
My
Yeah,
uncle's
he's black.
too, bro.
And he was a mechanic too,
All
wasn't
right,
he?
rapid fire, bro.
I don't know actually. Hey, I never got to meet him. Anyways,
The carburetor ain't working. I'm gonna have to go and switch out the alternator.
next one.
Pull it in the gas.
Coaching or fighting?
Ooh. Your first big question.
Bruh. I'm gonna say fighting.
Fighting.
Damn, that got me.
So
Go into that one a little bit. Just a little bit.
Please.
So while I started coaching before I started fighting. After I fought, I knew I wanted Muay Thai. I knew Muay Thai was what I wanted to do. That was all I wanted to do. After I started coaching, I knew I wanted to coach, but I still wanted to fight. And for those that don't know, it is a very thin line between coaching and fighting.
Right.
You could be a great coach, but you're going to have to give up some parts of fighting. You can coach and fight at the same time. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can't do both, but one is going to give on the other. One will always give on the other. The best way I can explain it is horsepower and torque in a car. You know, the reason I know I can say this is because I went to school to be a technician. That's what I was going to be before I was going to be a fighter. You can have a lot of horsepower. You're going to have to give up a lot of, not a lot, but you're going to have to give up some torque. Or you can have a lot of torque, but you're going to have to give up horsepower. You can't have both. You can't have both.
Right.
Like you can have a certain degree, but at some point one is going to give before the other.
Right.
I've always wanted to fight. My goal is when I'm done fighting, when I'm retired fighting, which will be when the wheels fall off, I will be full-time coaching. I will have my own gym.
Hell yeah.
What's gonna be the name?
I don't know yet.
Not yet.
Not Jonathan.
Wait on it. How about that?
Be patient.
Be
Any more
patient.
questions?
I got one more. I just got to think of it first.
You really only
So-
asked two anyway.
Huh?
The other two were too easy.
They were still questions.
Alright,
still
yeah,
questions.
you're right.
Next
I'm
question.
hating, bro.
Such
Don't
a
worry about
face.
him.
I'm
Next
hating.
question.
Cody. That's the exact
Bro,
level of hate
I'm gonna go ahead and
expect
tell you, bro.
from
Do
a
not
nigga.
call me
feel
Cody
I
ever
feel
again.
like you guys need a new third host. Cause
Bro, yes, we need a new first
no,
host.
you.
Bro,
you.
for what?
He's about
Ask
to
me a
quit.
question.
He's about to
This
quit.
is colorism, bro.
Ask me
That's what this is.
this. Next question.
Bro, I don't even fucking know no more, bro. We can end it right there,
well,
bro.
can I ask him one good thing, please?
Yes,
Let's
ask
go.
him one thing.
Let's
Then
go.
we'll
Let's
we
go.
need
Bro,
to
and
wrap
it's
up.
not for us. It's for the viewers.
Mhm.
Cause you know we got a lot of young people who want to get into things or into some shit that they shouldn't be into.
Okay.
Some shit. You know, What would you say? What would you say to our younger viewers about at least dipping their toe in?
Good question, my boy. See, that's how you do it, dude.
It's not a rapid fire question. That's not
I didn't ask for rapid fire. I didn't want it to
You
be
come
rapid
up
fire.
with 5 either or questions on the spot.
I can. If they be better than corn or flour on your Twitter.
No, that's a good question, bro. That's San Antonio. That's
a real.
I'm sorry,
bro. That's just like asking
right
Las Palapas.
You see me right now, Texas born and born, bro. Like, this is an important question. I'm just saying.
All right. I'm sorry.
So Oregon.
I'm not even from Oregon, bro.
He from Alabama, my boy.
That's even worse.
So
Alabama.
So
we be cow tipping out there.
Let him answer the question, bro.
So my answer for
out there.
the youngers coming up and their parents. So this answer is for both of them. Martial arts in general, not just Muay Thai. I prefer Muay Thai because that's what I love. That's what I do. But martial arts in general, if you can get into martial arts, it can literally save you.
Hell yeah.
It can literally save you. You're depressed. This gives you something to do, something to take your mind off of things, something to get aggression out. It keeps you busy when you want to do things that you're not supposed to do, whether it be harmful to yourself, physically, mentally, drugs, whatever the case may be. This will give you a way to get away from that. It'll teach you discipline. You want to get good at it, you got to stick to it.
Right.
When you don't want to do it, you got to fucking do it. That's it. I have, myself included, I have seen so many people turn around from this martial art, from this sport, from jiu-jitsu, from even wrestling, even, it doesn't matter. I've seen so many people turn their life around for the better doing this. And even if you feel like you are not in a bad place, this can actually help save you from possibly going into a bad place because you're out doing some dumb shit that you're not supposed to be doing. Bro, like...
Nah, that's some real shit, bro. I mean, in a way, I feel like it saved my life, bro. Like, after my grandma passed, bro, I got real into it, and I feel like I was at a crossroad where I didn't know what I was going to do with my life, like, after that. You know what I'm saying? It's just... I don't know, and this Muay Thai... Well, not even just Muay Thai, just combat sports just presented itself. I didn't even go out looking for it. And like you said, bro, it gave me direction. It gave me purpose. It gave me, like, something to want to not only just be a better fighter for, but to be a better person. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because it's like, it's kind of on a corny aspect. For lack of better words, it's kind of like, oh, great power. Great power comes great responsibility. Stepping on my line.
Yeah, bro. Why you trying to interrupt me like that, bro?
So
my bad, player.
You made the comment about me as being one of the most peaceful persons you know. Mm-hmm. Before this was not me.
Right.
I could see that.
Like,
same.
Mad road rage. I still get road rage, don't get me wrong. Damn. Mad road rage. I had a short fuse. I don't like fighting. As weird as that sounds.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I don't like fighting.
It's too dangerous,
I really don't, bro.
Street fights?
I don't like fighting. If I could avoid a fight, I would.
Bro, I don't like fighting.
But if you got in my face and you were talking shit to me, I was never afraid. Like, I would stay in your face. And I would laugh in your face. Like, please do something. I didn't know how to fight. I didn't care.
Right.
Do something.
Right.
You ain't gonna do shit to me.
Same.
Whatever. And doing this, it leveled me out so much, bro. It leveled me out so much. Bro. And it's not even that, though. They're just like, I don't have a care. When I leave the gym, I don't have a care in the world, bro.
Everything else don't matter once you walk out that threshold, really.
People talk shit to me, and I'm just like, cool.
It's like, bro.
Do you want to hug?
But it's like, you're not going to fight me about it. So it's like,
I'll sweep you off your feet, too.
It's like, you're not going to fight me about it. And if you do want to fight me about it, I'm not really worried about that either. You know what I'm saying? So
I got gloves in the car. We can still.
Even without that. It's like some things, like, at first, like, before you train, because I was kind of the same way. I was kind of a hothead. I street fighter or whatever, all that shit. And it's kind of a thing where it's just like, bro, anything can be a fight. It's like any little words, bro, I used to be triggered by the word bitch. Like, even my homies, like, bro, don't call me a bitch. Like, I'm ready to fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, now I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, I call my homies a bitch, they call me a bitch or whatever. But it's, before training, it's like,
he was finna do it.
Bitch, shut up.
I was gonna say you're not finna call me that.
I just did.
Yeah, but I'll beat your ass. See, and that's the thing about training. Like, it don't bother you.
Wednesday, nigga.
See, it don't bother you because you can,
Yeah,
know what you capable of.
but now it's like, you know, when little situations happen, even when you get heated, it's like you can get heated without knowing in the back of your head, it's like, oh, this not going to end in the fight. Yeah. It's like, we just finna, like, this motherfucker he's talking, not, this motherfucker not a fighter. Like, this motherfucker just talking and shit. Like,
he just want to pop
you know
shit.
what I'm saying? He like, fuck you and walk away. You know what I mean? But before, when you didn't fight every day, you didn't train, and you couldn't distinguish, like, oh, the fighters from the unfight. You know what I mean? Oh, this motherfucker just a shit talker. You just be like, oh, you want to talk shit? Bitch, let's fight then. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now it's like, man, I'm not finna go through all that shit.
Nah, man, fuck that. I got Benjamin Button disease. You talk shit to me, bro, I'ma slide you, my
See, look, you're gonna have to go back a few minutes before when he was like, bro, I don't like fighting. Now, fast forward to this.
Now?
I'm gonna open this up, though. I'm gonna open this up, though, because you asked the question about the youngins. Mm-hmm. It don't matter your age. Mm-hmm. Get to the gym.
Facts.
That's fact.
Get to the gym.
And old.
Young, old.
And it doesn't even have to be martial arts necessarily. If it's got structure.
Get active, bro.
If it's got structure, find a gym. It could be CrossFit. It could be F45. It could be Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, cycling, whatever. Something that'll get you doing something better. Something to better yourself.
Challenge yourself.
It will make it happen.
I don't mind it's a devil's
Most
workshop.
people don't even challenge themselves on a day-to-day, on a week-to-week basis.
And I remember hearing you talk about somebody asking you a question about how to find the right gym. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so real quick, as quick as I can. I actually did a YouTube video about this already, but I'm going to put it out there.
Yeah, shout out your YouTube.
So, how do I know what gym to go to? Now, obviously, we could be as biased as we want to and say Ambush is the place to go. Right? Muay Thai is for everybody, right? Mm-hmm. I wish that were the case. It's not. And I don't say that as a bad thing. Everybody has what they like. Some people will like boxing more than Muay Thai.
Right.
Some people will like CrossFit
Grappling
more than Muay Thai. Some people, whatever the case is. My key things whenever I go to a gym that I look for, the very first thing when I walk in that door, am I greeted? Mm-hmm. Hey, how are you doing? What brings you in today? What can we do for you? Cool. The second thing is the coaches. As a new person, am I getting attention? Am I learning? Are they giving me that interaction that I need to learn?
Right.
And then the third and fourth thing you can kind of put them together is the atmosphere and the other members. Do I get along with these people? Are they talking shit behind my back? Like, do I feel like they're talking shit behind my back? Do I like the atmosphere? Is it clean? Is it dirty? Is it whatever?
Their comfortability.
And for everybody, it's gonna be a little bit different, right? These are my key things that I look for. If I walk into a gym and I don't get a hello, I'm out. Yeah. I'm gonna turn around and walk right back out. If I come in and I'm brand new at something and I'm not getting any attention from the coach, I might come back one more time just to see maybe it's an off day. Everybody's got off days, it's cool. But if I'm not learning nothing, I'm out. I don't like it. So, and the thing about that too, sometimes you got to be careful, is some people will give you the red carpet treatment because you're new. Once that red carpet treatment, like the red carpet treatment itself is almost a red flag to me. I'm like, are you only treating me this way because you want me to sign up?
Right.
I don't do that. I don't do that. I've worked at gyms where I've asked to give people red carpet treatment. Nope, not happening. I'm going to treat you like I treat everybody else, because if you want to be here and you like me, you're going to like the way that I do it. And if you don't, I'm not saying go somewhere else, but you have the option to.
Yeah,
it's available.
Be a fit for you.
And when people ask to come do privates with me, I try, like if I know you're going to do it, or like if you're unsure about it, come try it out. Come try it out. If you like working with me, then we'll talk further about pricing and whatever the case may be. You might not like working with me, and that's okay. That's okay. Because I can tell you right now, I'm not going to coddle you. I'm not going to baby you along. I might not be the asshole and tell you, man, you a piece of shit. That's the hardest you could kick. I might not do that unless you want me to.
You did that to me yesterday, bro.
But that's because it's you.
That's because you like that
because
shit.
it's you, bro.
You like that shit.
You weren't even holding for me. You like, oh, you didn't move her with that kick.
Like, if they don't talk shit to you, that's a red flag for Limbo.
But
you
like,
gotta talk shit to
yeah. So and like, I have a boundary. Like I know certain people. I could talk shit to you, and it's not gonna. You ain't gonna see. You're gonna start crying right now, though.
Light skin, bro.
But you know, there's some people that come in and I'll take care of them a little bit more just because that's the style that they need.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But if I know, I'm not gonna coddle you. No.
Well, technically.
I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna tell you some stuff. I'm gonna take care of you, but I'm gonna make you work. I'm gonna make you work.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Always.
Hell yeah, bro. You always, bro.
But yes, if you're looking for a gym,
though, a little bit, you know.
if
I need it.
he trying to make you jealous.
Wait, coddled?
Me.
Coddled? What? Oh, that's hey.
I know exactly what
We
you're
gonna
talking
skip
about, but
past
I'm not
All right,
gonna
give me
acknowledge
two
it.
then.
Nope.
Give me two
Nope.
then.
Nope.
You gotta give me two, bro. You
All right,
can't
hey,
let
hold up.
But yeah,
So
Stay in the podcast.
he made me think of
You
two
breaking
things
the
when you
fourth wall.
just said
up?
about how you don't coddle people. So the first time you held pads for me, and the first time we sparred, I was getting ready for TBAs. I was cutting so much fucking weight, bruh, and it's Shark Tank. And the day I got to the gym, I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna make it through today.
I ain't being nice to you.
And I was like, and then Bobby goes, Shark Tank. I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm already dead. Fuck it, let's go. And then it's your turn to come in, and you know I'm already out of it. And your fucking punches, bro. Like I was telling Prince about this. Like they just felt like rocks. Yeah, like they like the bitches do
Sentinel, bro.
Yeah. At first I was like, man, I'm just gonna stand. You know, probably get a little. And then the bitches came like that. So I was like, fuck,
Scooby Doo, pop, pop.
And then you held pads for me when I was still doing that TBA camp, and that shit was fucking terrible too, bruh. Cause you was like, we was going in, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was dope. That's what I meant. But like 5 kicks, 5.
I make you suffer, but I took care of you.
No,
still.
that shit's dope.
Yeah.
That's the shit I love, bro. I wish like if I could afford privates every day, boy, shit.
I wish I can tell how much he's like baby me, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna get me in a lot of troubles with a lot of kicks. So I'm gonna just shut the fuck up.
So,
yeah, let's end it, bro.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put a ribbon on it. I mean, before we get out here, is there anything you want to, let the people know? Anything you want to ask us? Anything you want to put out there?
Yeah, any questions you got
Anything
for
you want
us?
to promote?
Man, I don't have a lot going on, man. I just know if you ain't watching this, like you missing out.
Hey.
Can I kick it? Let's go. Like
Go.
You heard it from me. You heard it from
these
me.
boys, they gonna make you laugh. They
man.
gonna take care of you. Nah, I mean, I don't have any new announcements yet. Like nothing confirmed. Once I get contract in hand, I'll confirm everything.
Hell yeah.
But until then, I mean, you boys know how I am. I keep it close to the chest.
Yes, sir.
I keep it close to the chest. So
Like poker.
when I know, you know.
I appreciate
But-
your time too, bro.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
tell
Yeah,
me, bro,
thanks a
'cause-
lot.
Bro, I appreciate you guys, man. This is cool for me. Like I said, who am
I'm really
I?
about to cry over here.
Bro,
Bro, don't cry.
That's why I'm like, who am I? You guys got me on here, like,
Man,
making me feel
I'm over
special
here
and
getting
shit.
emotional
Like,
and shit, bro. Eyes getting all teary and shit.
hey, but I
dog.
appreciate you, man.
Bro, you know we love you, bro. If you ain't know by the end of this pod, as much as we told you,
About this guy.
I tell you again, like, bro, like, instrumental to like just my development in Muay Thai as a person, as a student. You know what I'm saying? Just,
Bro, teaching you guys showed me how much respect you guys have for me, and that shit blows my mind.
bro, we love you, bro.
Like when I'm coaching and you guys are standing there, you guys, Peter, Ivy brothers, everybody's watching me, paying attention. I'm like, what the? Who the fuck am I? That I got.
You're him.
I got
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
UFC fighters in this bitch.
Bro,
I
I credit
got-
my first win to you, bro. You was
Bro.
in my corner, bro.
You sure the
You
fuck
was
was.
in my corner, bro.
That's
TKO,
crazy.
With
bro.
the hat.
My first win.
With the Bobo
TKO.
hat.
You was right there,
Damn. I want you in my corner, bro.
You my first official hand wraps, Muay Thai.
Oh
Yeah.
shit,
Damar took my my official first hand wraps. That was for MMA.
Yeah.
But it was for MMA, so it don't count.
Yeah,
Fuck MMA.
Fuck MMA.
I want to do MMA.
Oh, never mind.
Man,
We out of here though, y'all. Hey,
I appreciate you
Like,
guys.
share, subscribe.
like, share,
Get it.
subscribe.
Hold on, no, I gotta do it like I did yesterday. Hey, this is Can I Kick It podcast, bro. We like to thank y'all for watching, bro. Please make sure y'all like, share,
Hey, follow our
subscribe.
guests.